What's up, everybody? This is your host, Raider Cortez from Nation's Nightmare. My boy Dark's on the top. Dustin coming in. Al's Ghost may pull up. What's up, everybody?
Good to see you.
Salute, bro. Salute, Dark.
You all right, bro?
Fucking choking on that fucking chronic, bro.
Hey, Dark.
Gotta fucking get that shit
I need you to
popping.
drop a comment real quick if you can. Up in the chat.
Yeah. Hold on.
Look, Dustin,
What happened?
that's a Willie Mays.
Nice. Where'd you get that at?
Oh, I got pack of cards. I went to the shop today after I got my car fixed.
Nice. And you pulled that Willie Mays out of there?
Actually, I got it for free.
What, when you bought the pack?
No, because I bought two of these clear.
Yeah.
These ones I bought two, and then the regular sleeves. And the guy just gave me that for free.
Nice.
Yep.
I'd have been like, thanks.
Heck yeah, I was like, thanks. I told him, I'll be back tomorrow. And look how cool this one is. I don't know if you could.
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
That's a Wormer Franco card. I got a.
Fucking now, I swear. You said, I'm surprised Cortez hasn't taken my wrenches. Fucking
Yeah, I'll take that shit away soon. Look.
Yeah, fucking Cortez on his emotions, bro.
Hey, I know, huh? Hey, you like a female dude on her period. It's like, is it that time of the month, bro? Like, you want me to get you some Depends with some wings or what?
Take some more.
Hey, I can give you the ones that go inside and stay there, too. So, fuck it. You want the ones in your arm that give a bead? Like, fuck it. You just let me know. I'll help you out.
Yeah. We'll send them your way, Cortez.
I just gave you back your mod, Holly. You got your mod back, too.
Salute, Holly.
Hey, Holly. Good to see you, sis.
Yeah.
All right, Holly. Since you got your mods, ban Cortez now.
Yeah. Watch them, motherfucker.
Hey, fuck. You're like, goes around, come around, motherfucker. No.
Yeah.
Look at this shit. This is hilarious.
You never know if Cortez is beefing with you. Hey, Al, I know. I never know. It's behind me, and I never get told until it's after a week old. After a week's gone by, they're like, Cortez, man? Nah, fucking, well, he's over here. Oh, all right. That's how you know. You know a week later.
Yeah, right?
Nah, it's all good. Fucking life's life, man. That's what it is. I always say, man, we're all going to make mistakes in life, man. We're all going to say things we regret sometimes. That's facts. I've always said the thing about family that's the toughest things is that sometimes you're going to hear the things you don't even want to hear. And sometimes you get in arguments for no reasons and hate, like.
So, Dustin, do you remember we talked earlier about this? The blame's not on Josh McDaniels. You cannot blame Josh McDaniels for the contract. He's just the coach. He does not fuck with the contracts.
He's not John Gruden. That's what I think.
He's not John Gruden, but I've been hearing this. Mitchell Rams, I'm just going to throw out his name. He's trying to put the blame on Josh McDaniels. He does not have no part of it. It's all Dave Ziegler. Dave Ziegler tells Mark to sign the checks if he wants the extension.
Dude, the thing is everybody keeps putting blame to somebody else and keeps saying that it's them that's doing it, right? I said last night on our show, I disagree with the whole deal that they're saying because, look, they did Josh a favor. They knew with the money that they were going to get from Carr and everybody that they were going to invest into the team. They knew with that money it was going to be distributed between Waller, which they had a damn good site that was already going to be out of here. Renfro is going to be here, which is a decent contract, $15 million average contract for what type of player he is at the moment. What I was saying is that frickin' Ziegler and them tried to help Josh, dude. If they would have tagged him on the 5th-year option, he would only made $6 to $8 million. We wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. And the fact that he declined the 5th-year option and gave him the franchise tag, he gave him $2 million more. He gave him $2 million more when Josh knows that we couldn't fucking pay, we can't pay him and we can't do those things. Like, he fucking knows all that. And then, and that's all I'm saying is like, at the end of the day, he knew that we weren't going to be able to sign multiple people to brand new contracts and try to bring people in. He said that he was content with playing on the tag if we built around all these things. I've always said, like, I don't want to take away from somebody, but at the end of the day, we all had to know, and Josh himself had to know, Aaron Rodgers was not an option. Why would we move off Carr for 40 and give Rodgers 60? That's the dumbest shit ever. And then think that, oh, by the little bit of pennies you're going to get from my contract, you can spread that around and help people. Bullshit. Your fucking money would have made sure you didn't get paid either. If fucking Rodgers got here, you most definitely ain't getting the fucking contract. So that's all I'm saying. It's contradicting within itself. At the end of the day, I keep saying this. Josh McDaniels is not John Gruden. Ziegler is fucking John Gruden.
Yep.
And Ziegler said this 2 fucking months ago, right when we got out of the season. Ziegler made it public and said, Josh is not going to get an extension this year. We want him to run it back. That's exactly what he said, dude. And everybody else just kept thinking the whole entire time, oh, Josh is going to get this contract. Josh is this. They even said, like, at the end of the deadline, where people were claiming that Josh was in there to get a contract. They didn't even offer him a contract. Like, that's got to be even more funny that dude sitting in the parking lot with Max and didn't even get offers the contract. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't sit here and keep fucking saying, like, Josh is saying, like, if you want me to be the superhero, pay me like superhero. If you want me to do this, otherwise I'll be the villain. Like, you're going to be the villain, bro, because they don't want you to be the superhero. And the thing that's crazy as fuck to me is that you came from Alabama, dude, fucking with a 3-back system to begin with, 3 phenomenal backs, and you're over here having an issue running with dual-back systems. He said that I'm for the Raiders, I'm for them. Why didn't you sign the tag, bro? Like, you only made $4 million last year. You're going to make $10 fucking million. If Ziegler just 5th-year optioned you, you're 6 to 8. There's no changing that. There's no debating it. Like, that's the thing. He gave you a floor to say, like, hey, we won't fucking put him at a cheap deal. We'll even give him the tag to give him $4 million more. And then he goes that route. I just think he's shady in my opinion.
He's making more money on 1-year contract than he's ever done.
That I don't think that people are looking at either. So he put out another thing real quick. I'm going to put out another fact that I don't even think anybody's talked about. So I keep telling you guys, and I've said this from day one where multiple people thought it was bullshit, but it's fact. I said Josh Jacobs is the 1st-round draft pick. He can be tagged fucking twice. So he's not only going to get tagged this year, he's going to get tagged next year. And let's just do some simple math real quick. Let's just see if the Raiders are fucking Josh Jacobs, right? If Josh was to get the franchise tag next year, it's $13.5 million. If you do 2 fucking years, it's $23.5 million. No, he got 10.9 right now, and he's going to get 13.5 next year if they tag him. In 2 years, Josh made $23 million. Yep. Who's fucking who? Who's not giving who the deal? Like, this is bullshit. It's a bullshit deal. Josh is fake as fuck. He's lying. And this is the thing I say about people about researching your research about our team, fucking knowing, like, it's shit like that right there that's going to show that Jacobs can make more money on the tag than he probably can get out of a contract. And to sit here and debate back and forth that, oh, the Raiders aren't doing this, cap on that, cap on this. Hey, listen, Ziegler knew when he declined your 5th-year option, you were getting tagged. He already made that deal. Ziegler's playing chess, bro. He ain't playing fucking checkers. Like, he's 10 steps ahead of everybody. I don't know how long it's going to take people to realize just how far advanced Ziegler is against anybody else, dude. He's already putting steps before they ever even happen, dude. And then we go a year. So you look back almost half a year ago when that thing's declined, and then we're back over here where he's giving him the tag, and you're sitting here saying, I outperform my contract. You're right. And he gave you $10.1 million for it. Like, this is the craziest thing. This is why I just had the issue with Josh. It's not personal. It's not personal. And at the end of the day, he's full of shit. At the end of the day, he is full of shit. He's going to sign that contract at $3.5 million rich by next year.
And
I agree.
And he shouldn't be mad at them. He should, because he was going to make $2 more million than the 5th-year option. Wasn't it like
That's
8 something? Like,
and then he's sitting here saying, like, so he says security, right, is the thing. Do we not all believe that we need to show up to work to get paid? Like, do we not all believe that? Are we really saying like a paid holiday is worth fucking $700,000? A paid holiday is worth 700 grand, right? No, dude, that's crazy as fuck when people start putting in causes and things like that. Like, that's crazy. And to sit there and say like that's why I'm not doing it. Look, bro, if you show up, you're making 600 grand per game. If you show up, you make 600 grand per game. So why are you not showing up, bro? Like, what the fuck's the problem? I bet you in the past 4 years, you were probably making, like, at best, like 80 grand. Maybe like 50 grand. You're going to make fucking 800, it's 588,000. But you're going to make damn near 600K per game. Like, that's why I just think, that's why I keep saying, he is not shit now. That dude is not shit now.
If he sits out, then he's losing money regardless how many weeks he sits out, because it ain't going to be 10.
Yeah, I just think there's a lot more behind the whole entire deal than like I said, what he's doing.
Hey, Dustin, do you honestly believe that he's going to sign the franchise tag?
I think he'll sign. He'd be the stupidest motherfucker not to, and I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that, let's look at it like this, right? Let's just go to principle of what he's done. He played on the rookie contract for 4 years for $11.2 million.
Right.
And that was grinding. That was 1,000 yards every year. That's his 1,600, whatever. He can dick ride that all he wants. It doesn't matter. Ride it all you want. The thing is that freaking at the end of the day, when the first week comes around, do you really just gonna okay? For $2 million this year, I can just sign right now, come out and make 11 million or 10.1. He's gonna make.
Hey,
he's making 92 to 93% of his whole entire check right here, right now. I fucking bet he's signing. There's not a doubt in my mind.
Hey,
the only thing the Raiders can do the only thing the Raiders can do. So the only thing the Raiders can do is say, okay, we can give you a raise this year from 10.1 to 11 or 12, but it only counts for this year. It doesn't count towards anything else. And this is why I think it's not going to happen, because there's 10.1 accounted for him already, and we only got $3 million on the books. How are you getting Peter, sign him, fucking half depth? How are you doing all this? Like, well, I know math very well, and I know what the sacrifice is that we have to make to be able to get that money back in return, and that's going to be dead years, dude. That's going to be fucking dead money. And dude, sit there and tell me, oh, you're crazy when you want to talk about putting $23 million on Jimmy. Okay, I'm crazy for putting $23 million on Jimmy, but you want to go borrow $15 million from Devontae, which out of $15 million, you're only going to get like 12.5, and then you're going to be capped on that for 2.5, and then you're going to have dead year for 15 mils. Stupid ass. What do you mean? Like, that money's dead now. It's dead now. No different if he was hurt this second. You know what I mean? Like, and there's another thing they're trying to propose right now in the NFL, that if a player gets injured during the season, that they can pay out his contract and receive the money back on the books, dude. So therefore, they won't get dead penaltied on the money. And they're trying to pass this deal, and I don't know if it'll pass or not, but I've heard it in there right now that that's something that they're trying to push right now. And that's all I'm saying is like, people want to justify it one way, but when you're trying to make it have purpose, I just think about when Raider fan base thinks of these factors is that we're so fast to shut down the idea than to think of how it can work in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, it's a no before it's like, how is it working? You know, and that's all I'm saying is people don't look at the whole picture before they shut shit down to begin with.
Yo, Alex Ghost. Welcome, brother.
Salute, bro.
Hey, next time now, I'm going to let you allow yourself in. I'm not going to allow yourself in here.
How do you do that, dude? I'm not tech savvy. How do you do that?
You just hit add.
Yeah, you have the keys, bro.
Watch, I'm going to let you do this. Come back in. Just click OK. Just click where it says add stream.
Baby steps.
You know, hey, Circus, I want to look. I've said it, dude. Like, if it was me, so last year, I said this shit. I said in the off season,
You in, bro.
I said in the off season that I would have traded Josh last year. And if we're in the point right now with other teams, dude, you have 5 teams that are primed and ready to go that will give up. Listen, I've said it. I don't think we're getting a first round pick for Josh. But I do believe if there's a team that thinks they can get to the Super Bowl with Josh, they would give us that first round pick. So there's not a 32 first round 32nd pick. I wouldn't say would be too crazy of an idea like Buffalo. Outside of it, I would say like the Raiders thing. I've said this before. Anybody, even Mitch and all these motherfuckers. I said straight up, dude, Josh ain't gonna get nothing more than a second round. And I said that the second Christian McCaffrey trade went through. I said if Christian ain't getting it, he sure in the fuck ain't getting it. So there ain't no fucking way. So that's all I'm saying is like I've said it numerous times. The second, third, fifth, sixth, second, fifth, sixth, seventh, second, fourth, fifth, you know, something of those factors, it'll come to a bidding war apparently. So somebody's gonna give out something. It might even be a second and a player. You never know. So that's all I'm saying is like Josh can most definitely be traded, and I would trade him. If it was me, I'm dead ass serious. I'll be honest as fuck. I'd trade that fucker right this second, not even bat an eye, and don't care what any Raider fucking fan thinks. I'd straight up say, hey, you got fucking Austin Walters, fucking Britton Brown, Zamir, fucking Sincere McCormick. Figure it out, motherfucker. That's exactly what I tell him. Like I am not like in my business.
I don't want.
But I want at least a second for him. But I want at least
Dustin,
a second for him, though.
Dustin, I don't want this karma shit up in our locker if he's going to act how he's acting right now. I don't want that. That's going to mess up everything.
I'm trying to hear what Ghost said. What was that, Ghost?
I was saying, I mean, I agree. I'd be open to trading Josh, but I would want at least a second for him. You know, I think compensation matters, and you want to get some value from him. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't trade him, for instance, for like a third or a fourth or anything like that. I want at least.
I don't think there's any way you have a conversation with anybody but getting a second. Like, I know you're not getting a first, so I know, like, if I was Ziegler, I'm only listening to dudes that are going to give me a second round pick. Otherwise, what's the point? I keep Jacobs. He stays here. He doesn't. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, at the point, if Jacobs wants to sit out a whole year and try to serve a principle that he's trying to say he only wants to play till 30, well, this going to hit your stats hardcore, bro. Like, you might think you know what it's like to sit out, but when you start watching 1,000 yards pop away from you in the year, you ain't running for $2,000 in the next year to make it back up. So like I said, I mean, I can't see him sitting out. I just can't. Like, and if he sits out, he's dumb. Like, I'm gonna just tell you, he's just straight dumb. He's not Derek Carr, bro. He doesn't have a trade clause. He's on a fucking tag. He has zero ground. It's like he fell or work a deal and get traded or sign the tag and play. Like, those are your options. Literally, that's all you got. So, and if he thinks he's going to sit out, this is where I think it's even more funny. Sit out, motherfucker, I tag you again. Like, that's it's like you are fucking lose, bro. Like,
and then for him sitting out, it's going to be like the Le'Veon Bell. It's going to be the same type of shit.
I think it's going to hurt him more than Le'Veon Bell because I think Jacobs wants to mean something by the time he's done. This will mean way more to Jacobs, I think, than Le'Veon. Like, Jacobs wants to be a premier back in the NFL. This is something that he put his goal to. He doesn't have outside noise or things of that. Like, this is who he is. So,
yeah, he has no leverage.
As moral-wise, that's going to hurt you, man. It's going to hurt. And he may be sitting right now and liking. Go.
Sorry, no, I mean to interrupt, but the right thing, I agree, the right thing to do is to sign and get on the fucking field with the team, be a fucking grown-up, and prove it. Again, you got paid. You're getting paid top dollar, bro. A big pay increase for 1 year. I know it sucks, but you're getting the fucking full max, $10 million.
Or they could redo a contract, 1 year contract. They could do a 1 year contract for him, like a 12 mil. They could give him 12, but going back, like, I just don't want him how he's been acting lately. I just don't want him in the locker room that type of way. Like, I don't want another type of AB, but I'm not comparing them. But I don't want another cancer in the locker room, and then that's just gonna make our whole locker room lose control of each other.
I disagree with you. He's not a cancer.
If he keeps up his critiques,
Yeah, I don't think he's a cancer in the locker room.
See, I don't
Cortez.
think
I
he'll be
he's
a
good player.
cancer. I don't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't label it as like a cancer, but I do agree with what he's trying to say, because I've brought this up on my show numerous times that this is how you have to look at a person in real life. In real life, if I'm out here busting my ass, right, and I'm entitled to a fucking payment, and that you're not going to give me the payment and you tag me, now I'm feelings. So let's be real. You motherfuckers are in their feelings on like women, bro. So he's in his feelings. And he's over here and he's like, hey, bro, fucking, you're not paying me. You think I'm undervalued, this, that, the other. He might go right to the fucking sideline when he's playing or in practice, dude, and in one guy's fucking ear, and he might be saying, hey, bro, if you fucking run your ass off or you tackle or you fucking work, they're not going to pay you, bro. They're just going to tag you and play you out. That's cancer. That's a cancer. And yes, right now he may not be that cancer. I agree 100%. But let's sit here and say, you think he would? Oh, I believe he would. Because on what? One, every comment that he's made here in the offseason has contradicted everything he said. Everything he said, he's contradicting himself and trying himself to like post. Now, I say, if you're a big player, your agent, do the talking for you. Do the talking for your agent, bro. You're fucking out. So, me, I think if he's doing that type of shit to Raider fans, what do you think he's going to do to a player sitting on the sideline, dude? Like, he's going to be in his ear. There's not a fucking doubt in my mind. And I don't know if Jacobs can put it aside and say, hey, I'm here for the fucking bigger purpose. And if that's the case, how come he doesn't sign the tag now? Why doesn't he show up to camp? Why doesn't he play with the players? Why doesn't he go through preseason? Because that would indicate that he's here for the team, that he's here to win, that he's here for one purpose and one purpose only, and that's to play fucking football. He's not here for that purpose. He's going to wait out till week 1. He's going to get there. He's going to go play his ass off. They're going to probably win or struggle. If they win, he don't say nothing. If they struggle, he'll be like, see, if you keep playing like that, you're not going to get paid. I know he's going to do it. Like, I know he's going to do it. And I think that shit's going to cause big problems, man. Like, it's going to cause big problems, because what happens if you get a rookie player that starts listening to Josh because he's like, hey, I only got here just now. You've been here for 4 years. And fuck, dude, what happens if I do like you did and then play my ass off and I'm not going to get rewarded in the end? That shit's going to start settling in people's minds, man. And that's going to be a problem. And then not only did it start with Josh, it's going to go to the player he's talking to. And then when that guy's in his shower or he's in the locker room or he's on the phone, it's going to go to the next guy. And then, you see what I'm saying? It just starts plaguing motherfuckers. So,
real quick point, Cortez, real quick point on this, actually, what Dustin is saying, though, that's actually the Patriots program, though. Like, if these guys go back and study their history and study the game plan of the Patriots, you don't get paid in New England, really. You get paid somewhere else. Like, you work there 4 or 5 seasons, right? And then you get the paycheck somewhere else. And New England doesn't pay dudes. Like, that's really.
I said it, dude. Bill has said it publicly numerous times, dude, where even on Hard Knocks, things like that, Bill has said straight up, dude, that you play here for 4 to 5 years and I'll make sure you get paid somewhere else. He's always said that, dude. He pays the guys he wants. And I've said, like, when you look at Bill and you look at the way he constructs his team, his offense, his defense, Brady was a lifer, fucking Gronk's lifer, fucking Devin McCourty's a lifer, dude. Like, there are certain people that sit in certain positions on the team that are going to be lifers. Halfbacks or not, wide receivers or not, linebackers or not, DNs or not, DTs or not.
Wilkerson, or what was his name?
No, you're talking about Wilford, dude. Fucking
Vince Wilford was there for a long time.
Wilford was there for years too, and that's my point. Is like Bill settles on individual people that are lifetime players, but everybody else is not. And then when people sit here and say, like, there's like 2 things that I'd say, like, here. One, a guy made a statement the other day that Al would sign Jacobs. Bullshit. Al fucking sent fucking Marcus Allen's ass up out of this motherfucker. So you know damn well he wouldn't fucking sign him if he didn't want him. And the other thing is like, for people to sit here and say, like, oh, Josh is entitled. Josh is only entitled what we're willing to give him. He plays for our franchise. Again, there is no player bigger than the fucking shield. And if you imply that Josh is bigger than the Shield, that must mean that his name must be Josh motherfucking Davis. And his name ain't Josh fucking Davis. So he's an employee. How many goals, no matter how many things he does, Josh will always be a motherfucking employee of the Shield. And if at any given point, no matter.
Oh no.
He must have lost connection. So going to this, Trent Brown was never drafted by New England. He was with the Niners when he first started all 4 years. And then he went to us, and then he went back.
Yeah, after he got paid.
Huh?
Yeah, after he got paid and started playing like
yeah, bro, after he got paid and we almost killed him. Yeah, so let's talk about the Peters. You guys think that we're gonna sign him?
How's Ghost? You want to take your give your take in?
This was on mute.
Oh.
Hey guys, I gotta be in the chat real quick.
All right.
Okay.
So this is like, where are we getting the money from, Dark? If we only got $3 million.
Fuck knows, bro. I think the money. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because Mark's gonna have to do a signing bonus to order to make it work, or are we gonna move off from Josh Jacobs and get that $10 million back?
Well,
because we only got less than $3 million.
The money is still there, right?
They could still.
It hasn't been touched because one.
If they trade him, they could still get that $10 million back, 10.5, if I'm not mistaken.
What is it?
Oh, we're talking about Peters. How we're gonna get the money to sign Peters? Like they're gonna have to ask Mark. Ziegler's gonna have to.
But did you say we're gonna get 10.5 back from where?
If we trade Jacobs, wouldn't we? Or how much would we get back from that?
10.09 million. Because that's what's locked
so
for his
then that
cap.
would get us close to 13 or over 13.
Well, we'd have $13.1 million if we trade Jacobs.
Yeah.
And then that's determining if there's a dead cap hit and trading them in that deal. And then if there is, like, there's a lot of things with those circumstances.
Yeah, but the only thing, like,
so look, this is what I was gonna say. This is what I was gonna say before my shit cut out because it's overheating. It's fucking 100 degrees, dude. Fucking. If Josh wanted to be a boss, right? If Josh just wanted to be a boss, he would sign the tag in week 1 and sit, bro. He would straight sign the tag and sit. They would be forced. So this is the thing I keep trying to tell people. If Josh doesn't sign the tag until week 10, the only thing that happens is we take him away the money until the point of that we want to so we take away the money for 10 games, which is $5.8 million. So then after that they prorate it, then he's going to get the difference, right? But if Josh signs in week 1 and don't play, that money's obligated instantly. The problem is if Josh don't sign the week 10. And in week 2, if Ziegler's just like, you know what, fuck it. We don't need Josh. We can pull the tag from him, and he can hit free agency. We don't really give a shit. But at this point, man, he's going to take your fucking money. And not only, he's not going to receive it because he's not playing, but the money's locked, bro. So he can't do nothing with it. Can't resend the tag, can't do nothing. And if Josh sits, it forces Ziegler to have to trade him for each thing that comes off. Because at that point, everything just runs off all the way to that game because the money's in lock. The money's not in lock if Josh doesn't sign. You can pull the tag at any given time. And that's the only thing. If I was Josh, I'd call their bluff, dude, and fucking sign the tag and sit. And tell him, fuck you, dude. Do you want to fucking play that game? I'll just run your money off, dude. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter if I get it or not. I think Josh would be dumb not to take the 10 million, but if he just wanted to be a statement, like that'd be a statement, all right, dude. So Saquon's different.
No, do you think if he sits though, do you think that eventually Ziegler will trade him before the trade deadline?
If what?
If he sits, if he signs and just sits, you think Ziegler would trade him?
If he signs and sits, he'll be traded within the first 3 weeks. There ain't a fucking doubt in my mind. That will be the hottest commodity in the NFL, dude, and he'll be gone. He ain't gonna be there long. And Ziegler ain't gonna. Why would you hold on to him until week 10 to trade him? That wouldn't even have any sense behind it whatsoever. He would go instantly. Josh would go instantly.
So give us your Dart, give us your opinion on the Peter signing.
Well, according to a report, I think we're almost close to signing Peters. Where are we going to get the money from? That's a funny question. What I've heard before in the past, and seen before, owners actually pull out money out of their own pockets sometimes to make those deals happen. Well, that's something that Ziegler has to talk to him about and
talk to Mark to convince him.
Break the book, open the book and make it happen. Because if they want to keep Josh, I mean, they will have to pull that money somewhere else. Because it's not coming up from the cap salary. So
the only thing I've been thinking about this subject for a minute. Because the only people that's been speaking on it has been Graf's camp, supposedly. That's where everybody said, oh, it's Graf's camp. He's fucking had this information, blah, 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 bullshit. There's other people that's claimed it, dude, that say, like, oh, fucking, he's going to sign after the deal. Okay, this is what I think as a person, right? If they're claiming that's the accusation, I never seen no money get pulled off the books, dude, to be placed there. And they said, if I'm wrong, tell me if I'm wrong, but did they not say that there was a contract in place, all he has to do is sign it? Did they not say that?
Mm-hmm.
If the contract's in place, where's the money at?
Yep.
Where's the money if the contract's in place? So that means if he was to show up here in the beginning of fucking, when veterans need to show up, if he shows up, that means that a contract was in place, but where the fuck is the money? And like you just said, Dart, hey, we're not fucking Jerry Jones, bro. Like, Mark don't got fucking $10 million to walk down and say, hey, bro, here's $10 million, and then let me put you on the books like we did with Devontae and Max, and we'll put you on there for $1 million. Like, Mark don't got that. And Mark's already paid out people this year, dude, fucking doing that. So I don't know how people keep stating that Mark's a broke motherfucker, but all of a sudden he's just going to start paying every single person out. Like, that it's not a reality, dude. The reality is like I've said, why would you go out and waste your money in Peters? The only way you waste your money in Peters is that if you know you don't have the corners to begin with, because you have a lot of young corners here. So you can't determine if you have a corner yet because we've yet to put on pads. So to me, it would make 100 times more sense to bring the players into OTAs, bring the players into camp, let them suit up, let them go head to head, and find out if we even have a cornerback problem to begin with. Yeah. And then if we do, then when you're cutting dudes in that aspect, then you take money and pick him up. But you cannot just go to him and be like, we got $3 million, bro, but we're going to sign you. So if anybody gets injured this year, we're just fucked. Like, it doesn't work like that, dude. And that's all I keep trying to say is handle the people. Like, if he comes here, he comes. But I just don't see how he would do it without – you've never even tested anybody. Nobody, Shelley, fucking Bennett, nobody, Long. Nobody's had the chance to be inch pads against a player. So to me, when you're out there fucking pillow fighting, that ain't fucking playing, man. I don't know how many people, if they're fucking old school football players or, like old school people like me that's watched, that have said over the lifetime of football, dudes that practice that don't practice well. They're not good practicers. They don't even care to practice. But when they show up in the game, they'll wreck your motherfucking life, dude. Like, so I don't know, man. I just don't see, for me, why we would go after Peters just so quick. I think you would wait, in my opinion. And that's just my personal opinion. I would wait it out until we got to preseason, because if we're sitting here saying that Jimmy's such a fucking veteran player that he can sit out since week 11, show up here, fucking have more chemistry with our team than Aiden O'Connell, fucking never even taking a down snap whatsoever, and so on, but we're going to sit here and say that fucking he ain't? No, hell fucking no. I don't believe in that bullshit, man. So like I said, I just think Peter's man, he should only show up as if it's obviously a fucking need for one. So
Right.
that's my take on it. Because I think, fuck, dude, you're dedicating a lot of money to a section, dude. You're dedicating a lot of money to a player that we might not even fucking need. I've said it. What if Brandon Faison shows up, if Faison shows up and Shelly's his rotational player, you got a good fucking deal right there. I've said with Hobbs and Hall, great slot fucking duo right there, dude. Fucking my bad. I gotta make sure I don't that thing don't hit that deal real quick.
Hey, everybody up in the chats, go sub to our brother Dark channel right there. Thank you, Dominic, for dropping it up in the chat. Let's get
because
numbers.
what I was gonna say is let me figure out real quick because the other fucking corner was it was Faison and Shelley, fucking Hobbs and Bennett, and fucking Webb, and I've said Isaac Brown, man, can pop up and be a fucking candidate here. Fucking, like I said, he can pop up. He's got good play, good lanky player, dude. Like I said, I mean, there's still a lot of. I think fucking Webb's gonna be here for sure. I mean, you got Long, Robertson, Webb, Hernan, Shelley, Faison, Brown, and Perryman. Then Hobbs, Hall, Bennett, Cosby. And I've said I think it's going to be Shelley, Faison, Hobbs, Hall, Bennett, Webb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's who I think it'll be because Roberts. I mean, fuck, I get that he got the little deal, but that's why he got Epps. This is the thing where people are like, yeah, but fucking Robinson, he comes off the edge like that. That's what Epps was brought here for, dude. If he played in fucking the Eagles, dude, as a box safety linebacker, bro, what do you think he's going to do? He's going to come off that edge like a motherfucker, so there ain't no doubt about it. And that's all I'm saying is, like, dudes are putting players like Robinson, Mac Hollins, dude, like, get the hell out of here. I don't say that Robinson's not a bad player, but I don't want him on my fucking team, dude. Like, somebody else can have him. Hell, the Broncos can have him. I won't even complain, not one bit. I've just said I think what we do is like when we need the player, he played good for us, right? So I don't discredit him in that. And I don't sit here and like people at the end of the day, it's a business about winning, dude. I'm not friends with these guys, nor are they, dude. And people are like, yeah, but he did. I don't care what he did. He did what we needed for the year. He got paid the money to fucking be here. And after that, dude, we got another guy that can do the job just a little bit better. So I'm gonna roll that way. And that's what fucking always moving up in the world is about, dude, is making the next transition to the next. Like Shelley. Why do you think Shelley was brought here? He is exactly fucking Amik Robinson. He is identical to him. So I don't think you're going to have both of those players on the roster. I can't see that, dude. I think he was brought here because he's going to challenge that motherfucker, dude. And if Shelley's better, he's going to get the job. And if Hobbs is better, he'll probably get the job.
Is that you, Coco?
That wasn't me. I think it's Dustin from Parky.
Yeah, we can barely hear you, but that's a lot of background noise.
Yo.
No, you're good, Cortez.
Yeah, we're good.
My window down and it fucking,
We could barely hear you now.
you can barely hear me?
Oh, now we can hear you better. There's a ghost somewhere, bro.
No, I just parked, dude, because I got to wait for this fucking pivot to go off for 20 minutes. So fucking trying to watch the chemical that's getting sprayed and make sure that there's enough in it. So
What the pivot's going right now in the back of you, or in the back of you, behind you?
yeah, like here, watch. You guys want to see here?
Yeah. I seen the pivot before. Oh, yep, there's the pivot.
Oh, I see.
Heck yeah, that's what he does every day. We can't hear you. You went mute. You're mute. I think you're mute. Yeah. That's the pivot right there.
Yep.
Yeah, he's trying to say.
So what about you, Cortez?
What?
What's your take on it? Marcus
I don't. Where's the money at? Where's the money for Peters? I just want to know where the hell they're getting the money. And since day one, since this came up, I don't like him. He gives up too much yardage. That's my knock on him. And then he's coming off an injury. Like, I don't want no player. Like, I don't want us getting like a. No disrespect to Emerson, but Emerson did play a good year, but the second year was horrible. I'm not comparing them to each other, but I just don't want a player that's coming off an injury and then shits the bed and just comes and collects a check.
So did you guys get to see everything?
Yeah.
You guys see it all?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That's just one of my properties.
One property.
And then just so you guys know, I drive around broke vehicles, don't have shit, just so you guys get it.
Quit playing.
I don't got nothing in life. I'm on food stamps.
Quit playing. You got a freaking. Isn't that a 16?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long story short, I mean, like I said, it's a lot of
Where's
work,
the red
man. We do
one
a lot
at?
of shit.
Yeah.
Say again.
Where's the red one at? Where's your old
Out
one
in
at?
another field with the guy doing pipe now. So he just mods it doing pipe. One day I'll show you guys my Duramax, dude. My Duramax is balling as motherfucker. So
Shit,
that's
Dustin, I gotta go
a
up there one of
22.
these.
That's a 22.
I gotta go up there one of these days.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna drive that out here because I spent way too. I just spent 80 grand just in that truck, 80,000 just this year in that truck. So and it came from Texas. So no way in hell I don't drive that
Where did
motherfucker
this
out here
one
just
come
when.
from? Like Colorado or somewhere?
No, this one came from Utah. Fucking got it out of Utah for like what 37,000. Then they shipped it here to Bend. I drove to Bend, picked it up, brought it back here. So. No, I mean, fucking, like I said, I mean, I think at the end of the day, man, what were you saying about Emerson? Who were you comparing him to?
Like Aberson had a good year when he came in a trade, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had one of the best. I mean, I think he had like 28 or 29 PBUs in a year.
But I'm not comparing Peters to him. I just don't want that type of.
Well, there's a difference in that. Emerson was young
just
and
injury.
producing.
Yeah.
Peterson got fucking injuries and getting old, bro. Like, if it was me, I would not sign him. If it was me, I would not sign him.
I have said this on your show when we first brought it up. No, I don't want him.
And I've even said, like, why wouldn't we go to another team, trade a draft pick away that's like a 4th, 5th, 6th, and get somebody that's like 25, 26, dude, that needs development or something that can come to that point. I just don't agree with getting a guy because, he's Marshawn's cousin, he's a Raider, he's a fan of the Raiders, and he's fucking 30 on his way out the NFL. If he was a fan of the Raiders, why when he had the chance to come to the Raiders before he went to the Rams, he took the Rams contract because they gave him more money. So he didn't give a fuck about being a Raider, dude. Like, so I hate when people say those narratives, like, he's from Oakland. He wants to be. If he wanted to be, he would have been before he was a fucking Ram. He didn't want to be. He wants the money.
After he left the Queens, he should have came over to beat the crap out of the Chiefs.
Facts. That's facts.
So,
I said it, dude. He took the money, and they even said we even offered him. Gruden even offered him money, dude, and he turned it down. So he said it out of his own mouth. He said the Rams just offered more. Like, straight up. So, like, at the end of the day, he did not want to be a Raider, bro. You know how many people take less money to be a Raider? Like, lots of people.
Yeah.
Hey, do any of you guys have a topic that you guys want to talk on?
I always got some fucking topics. I got light.
Start.
Not offhand, but I can talk to you,
Hey, talk about your defensive player.
Oh no, that's all you. Go ahead. I already told you.
No.
Who is it?
I'm giving
Who?
it to you to talk.
No, well, a while back I made a comment about or bold prediction about
Hey, speak up a little. I could barely hear.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. A while back, I made a comment. I forget what channel. I might have been shout out to Dirty Low. I think I made a bold prediction about Max Crosby being Defensive Player of the Year, and I think I put 21 sacks, or I might have done it on PSR on both channels. So, Dustin,
You said that, Max.
Dustin, look at this comment.
roll your windows down.
Is it blowing that hard?
Sort of.
Well, I forget that it's probably in my because it's in my truck, so you're probably hearing it magnified by massive.
Well, yeah,
still hears or no?
No.
All right.
It comes and goes.
Yeah, it comes and goes. You're good.
Well, I gotta keep it down sometimes, or my phone's gonna fucking overheat, dude, and then I'm fucking gonna get knocked off.
That's why you need an iPhone. Quit messing with Androids.
Yeah, you're fucking up.
You're messing with the wrong thing.
Dude, if it was your fucking if it was your fucking phone, it would shut off, never turn back on. That's how iPhones are. Fucking throw that motherfucker away once it turns off. It'll be like an Xbox, dude. The red ring of death. Fucking here you go. Like fuck that.
We got like 12 minutes left.
Well, yeah. Do you disagree with that, Cortez? You agree?
No, bro. I talked about it the other night. No, I feel like I got an opinion too on this. I feel like he will get Defensive Player of the Year. He's been thriving at it since he's been here.
Yeah.
He will get it if he keeps his ceiling up high. And look what Illuminor said today. Like, he's ready to go against him in camp to make Illuminor better. And Illuminor said that he's the best defensive end in the league. And I ain't disagreeing with that. I'll take him over Myles Garrett, Judon, Parsons. Mad Max is just on that level. He's like the number one.
He's on that level, but I've always said, like, you can't be the champ until you take out the champ, man. Like, if Max wants to be the undisputed, he got to go get it. Like, I've always said, like, you can go in the boxing ring and fight the champion and go 12 rounds. If you don't knock him out, you're not winning. And if Max wants to take that deal, let's be real, like, fucking Myles Garrett been fucking wrecking lives, dude, his whole life in the NFL. So I think you got to get up above him to begin with. And this is the thing.
On the other side, he always had somebody that was great, hasn't he?
Yeah, but I would disagree, because what did Clowney do? 2 sacks isn't great, dude. It's no different than Chandler's 4 sacks, dude. Like, so to sit there and say, like, he has complimentary, it's not true. This is the thing, okay, that I look at in stats and people. One, Myles Garrett's done it by himself for a while. He didn't have dudes. He's just started getting guys a while back, and they're trying to give him that tandem to where they can just go wreak havoc on people. He's had dudes come in and go. But this is the thing I've said about Henry and Josh. Like, there is a clear, distinctive difference between King Henry and Josh Jacobs, dude. Like, there's no dispute about it. And dudes that want to say, oh, Jacobs is him. No, he's not. No, he's fucking not, dude. This dude towers him by over 30 fucking touchdowns, more fucking 3,000 yards, 2,000 yards. Like, this guy, it's not, he has 6 200-yard fucking games. This dude got 1 in his whole career, dude. He's got fucking 11 or 15 100-yard games, dude. Like, we're sitting here. I showed you even Dalvin Cook had more production in less games. 13-game starter had way more production. So that's all I'm saying. When people are trying to evaluate individuals or put them in the tandem, they got to put a guy to the same comparison at least, you know? So I just think, like, Max, for me, I think I've said this even on our show numerous times. I think Max came into the next, like, he became the man. Like, I think Max, just his stature, his body type, when I watched that fucking film on the body trainers that were saying, like, Max's development, what he's gone through, how he's developed over the years, how his progressions came and gone, like, just massive things in their training, and Max is just hit him and hit him and hit him. And then not only that, I've said, like, he looks like a fucking an ox out there, dude. He's just like, wow, just like he's just fucking big, dude. He's just big. Like he's not ripped. He's just fucking like big, dude. Like so I've said like he was
Who are you talking
already
about?
hurting people. Matt.
About Mad Max.
Oh yeah,
He was
That's
already
the
hurting
player of the year.
people.
That
So
fool's been
imagine when
drinking
he's
his
gonna
milk and shit. He's
fuck
been
yeah,
drinking
and
his milk
eating his
for sure.
Wheaties, his milk and Wheaties by far.
Shit, for real.
Oh,
And
bro,
that's
he's
all-
gonna wreak havoc this year. Hey,
I think he
I
will,
kind of
and I
like
think
the dark visor that he's using this year. He's never used the dark one, I don't think. He's always used the clear ones.
I mean that's just looks. I don't think it ain't gonna improve his fucking game. I mean it's just how he
No,
looks.
just
Like
what
Brian
he-
Dawkins when Brian Dawkins shooting down on you like a fighter pilot, dude, fucking with his deal. Like
Man, bro,
fucking,
Dawkins was good with Philadelphia. I remember that shit.
yeah, and that's all I,
I
say
think
is like
I think for quarterbacks it does matter because then you can't tell where the quarterback's looking and stuff. Like it could.
I
probably
think
have-
eyes, yeah, 100%. I won't
the eyes,
disagree
yeah.
against that. Won't disagree against that. But I just
Hey,
think like outside of it, like Perryman and his pictures on his shit or things of those.
Yeah,
that
that's
has
all
no,
looks. Yeah, that's
yeah,
all looks,
exactly.
yeah.
Has nothing. They didn't fucking upgrade his skill level like the same fucking Madden. Face mask, 2+2 agility. Fucking.
Hey, who else is
Yeah,
in the
Doug,
chat?
you got any?
Shout out to
You-
John,
Yes.
D. Menace, Cole Kev, Alex Martin, Holly, Sister Holly. You're always welcome here.
Yep. Hey, what was I gonna say?
Hell yeah,
Jimmy?
salute to the chat. Appreciate
Yeah,
everybody,
salute to
man.
everybody.
Bring
Fucking
out the
popping in.
meatloaf. Bring out the meatloaf, cool cab.
Nah. Cool Cab's gonna go on timeout in a minute, anyways. I should have put him on timeout.
Hey,
20
don't
minutes
touch,
ago.
don't mess with my guy.
Why?
man.
Just
Leave me
because of
alone.
what he said the other day in the chat? Is that why fucking
Nah,
it sounded
bro,
like
this
when he
meatloaf
got spanked, he
shit.
sounded like if he was tickling him? I remember that shit. That was funny as fuck.
Fucking meatloaf.
He said,
shit.
what was
Cool
that,
Cab's
gravy or
dry.
somebody? Who was on that show that day when he said that? He said something about like, it sounded like Cortez over there tickling that motherfucker or some shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Hey, 7
I
minutes
started
and we're
laughing
gonna
hell
end
hard.
the show till next Thursday.
Salute, John.
Hell yeah, salute, John.
Yep. I'll be on the Death Star.
We're going till midnight, dude. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I know this motherfucker over
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
like, I'm going till fucking 7. Like, what the hell? You don't fucking waste our time like that.
This is.
We got people who want to talk. We want to talk
football.
football. You ain't even talked football yet. You've been slobbering over yourself yet. Where's the fucking conversations here? Like, where's our fucking Raider meetings, man? Like, let's go.
I'll be right back. I gotta go do something.
Yeah.
You guys talk.
Don't spank it, dude. It's not that time. I don't even know fucking Peters, dude. I don't even know. I don't even know any news that's going on today. I didn't even look, to be honest. I can look real quick though.
Oh, hey, Ghost, by the way, since you have the keys to the channel, you can highlight comments as well, bro.
Oh, for real?
Hover
But
over
I have to log in though, right? I have to log in.
You
no,
should
like,
just be able to click in the chat and click on it.
yeah, if you're on your phone, you can look at the chat and just click on it.
No, I'm on a web browser, dude. I'm on Chrome here. I'm trying to click on various links here.
Dude, what do you hear about fucking Addison,
But
dude, getting a ticket at 140 and a 55?
Hey, bro, he's
Fucking
screwed
crazy.
now. Yeah, at 3 a.m, Minnesota time too. What the hell are you doing up
Hey, at
there?
least he didn't kill nobody. Fucking, he could have though. He could have been the next Ruggs for sure. Fucking, no doubt. He was just 11 miles under his, but hey, you know.
Right.
Dude, Ruggs was going to be a monster, dude. That still bothers me to this day.
I mean, look at the picture. I was surprised after they posted
Yeah.
that picture with him in the Raiders gear. Everybody didn't just flood it on their channel
Hey,
like, oh,
Hey,
fucking
give
Ruggs
me
coming
one
back,
second.
bro.
I got
Gonna
a
be
photo
Raiders.
for Henry Ruggs. Let me go grab it.
Dude, that game he had in Kansas City.
Does it show him in cuffs?
2020?
Let me see him in cuffs. Let me see him in fucking orange suit in
Look.
jail.
Look, bro, that's him in court.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hey, one more photo I got.
Fucking Jacob's little knot. Gonna fucking hit the dink. Oh, hey.
When he freaking wrecked.
I'm good. I'm
Hey,
Is
good.
that Jacobs when he was like 13, dude, or what?
Nah, bro,
No,
this
no.
is
That was when he wrecked coming from the airport, dude, in the
Yep.
fucking tunnel there.
Oh, shit.
Got
It looks
That's when he hit his head on the fucking. He hit his
Hey,
head
you
on the
know
steering
whose
wheel.
favorite person this is? Hey, Dark, your boy's right there. Look.
Who's that?
That's
Oh
Nesdar's
fuck,
dumbass.
fucking this guy.
Shit, I thought that was Dustin without fucking hair, dude. First
Oh
time.
hell no, I ain't that ugly, bro. I don't look like a
Hey.
fucking gnat. I don't look like a fucking
the
gnat.
best-
I'm good on that.
Hey, the best.
I might have. Hey, you know what? I might actually.
Yeah.
Dustin,
Need the
Hey,
earpiece,
Dustin,
bro.
the
You'll be
number
all
one
right.
player to knock out his own teammate, Draymond Green.
Oh yeah.
Fucking abusing his teammates, dude. That's sucks.
Nah,
Oh,
bro.
man.
He disrespected Draymond. That's why Draymond clocked his ass.
I don't agree with that, dude. You can't be knocking out your own teammates.
Hell
Bro,
no,
like-
man. Fucking there ain't places.
Hey,
for
bro,
that kind of
nobody
shit.
would have known about it if that person did not leak out the video. That person should get canned for that shit.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I think
Hey,
that
when's the
comic's
next
funny
movie
as
night?
hell. It's okay. It's okay if he does it as long as that dude ain't filming him, right? Like that's what I say. It's all right if I just shot this guy as long as no one see me in the woods, bro. You know, fucking
Yeah.
what is that Dick Cheney? I thought it was a deer, bro. I thought that shit was a deer. Fucking guy in big old
You shot him in the
orange
face.
vest. Yeah, big old orange vest, dude. Fucking thought that bitch was a deer. What do you think that motherfucker was dressing up
Shot him in the face, dude.
and going to a Halloween party? Like, fuck.
So, what other topics you guys got?
Cortez, you beefing with anyone? Or you're cool now with everyone.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
let's
good.
another
talk about your
He
beef, bro.
said,
Let's talk about your
did we come
beefs,
here
dude.
for a
Let's talk
drum
about-
hour? Did we
Yeah.
come here for the
Yeah,
days
this
of
is
our lives?
straight drama hour right here, dude. We're trying
Yeah.
to rack up the likes and the subs right here.
Fuck the Lakers.
All right, hey, I got a question, man. This is something I was thinking about.
Call Doug
I was thinking
Mason. Fuck
about
the Lakers.
Yeah. Relax.
Yeah,
Cortez.
Cortez started following the Dubs in like 2015, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Nah, hell nah.
Yeah.
I've been a Dubs fan since I was a little kid.
He didn't know who Chris Mullin was. I had to tell
Yes,
him.
I was. Yes, I do know who the fuck Chris Mullin is. Chris Mullin's the white boy guard.
I don't think he was a guard. I think he was a
Yeah.
forward.
No, not guard. He played
He
guard.
was a guard for real.
Yeah. And now he does NBC Sports pregame and postgame. With
Yeah, he was a
Bonte
small
Hill.
forward, shooting guard. He was a small forward too. Yeah,
Yeah, he played.
he played the 3 and the 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Cortez, you need a shave, bro. You need a haircut.
Hey,
God damn.
Jason Richardson was a beast too. Freaking Matt Barnes, Steven
Hey.
Jackson, Monte Ellis.
Hey, before Dustin get on his questions, what happened to your diet plan, bro? I thought you're gonna hit the gym and all that shit.
Who?
You, motherfucker, who
My
else?
car was broke, remember?
Fuck you out of here. You should have walked and get pushed
No,
up.
fuck no, I ain't gonna walk
Fucking
that
making
far.
excuses. What the fuck?
I thought Dark was gonna coach you, dude.
Yeah.
No,
I
no,
kind of
hey,
gave him the.
Hey, tomorrow, I gotta start going tomorrow.
Nah, you're just wasting my time, Cortez.
I gotta wake up at 4:30 and go.
That's right. Well, that's when you start doing that. You'll be surprised when you get out of that bitch and it's still only 7. You're like, what the hell? what the fuck's going on, man? I thought it'd be
We'll
like
fucking
1.
Be there for like an hour and a half.
Hold on, I
Just be-
gotta answer this. Give me one
All right,
second.
yeah, just be doing like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
And I-
yeah. Cortez is used to waking up like at 9 or 10, dude.
Fuck
he,
no.
he gets his day going a little later than most
Yeah.
of us.
Nah. This morning, so I'll tell you a story. So I went to bed at 12, then I woke up at like 2:30 in the morning, stayed up till like 4, then woke up at like 6:30, and then been awake since.
So yeah, I hit up Cortez once, dude, like at 2 p.m. and he was like, "Hey, good morning, Al." I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" Like,
Good Lord, God
it's like past lunchtime, dude. And I'm like, "Damn."
Hey, was that when I was all fucked up?
Probably.
Had it
You're
to be
always
when I
fucked
wasn't
up.
feeling good.
You don't know what the fuck, what time it is, what day it is.
It was like,
Fuck,
"Good
man.
morning, dude."
It's going on 2 weeks tomorrow since I drank.
Yeah. Make
Try
it
for
make it
another
2
home
years,
run.
dude.
Yeah,
Make it 2
a
years.
year. Yeah.
Nah, Cortez can't go for a year.
Get off the smoke too, dude.
Yeah.
Hey,
man,
fool, I haven't
hello.
smoked since that night either.
Yeah, I could tell.
Hey, Dark, what's new with you, dude? How you doing?
Oh man, nothing, man. I've been doing lives with Holly. Trying to get
Yeah.
better at this. Uh, I'll be hopping on my live soon, pretty soon.
Oh, you're gonna have your own show?
Yeah. So I'm trying to
That's
get
awesome, dude.
down. Huh?
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good, bro.
I think I'm gonna beat you, bro. I'm gonna get the camera going and have to get the mic and all that good stuff.
Hey. So in a week or in 2 weeks, I'm about to get everything: the mic, the camera, the sound bar. I may try and
The
get a new
gym.
laptop.
You gonna get the gym rolling too?
Yup.
Fuck you. You're gonna do shit.
I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow in the morning, fool.
The Derek Carr New Orleans Saints jersey, he's gonna get that too.
No, fuck no. Hey, the Saints fan's gonna be on Raider Ben's channel tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
So you're
shout
gonna
out
tune in.
Raider Ben. Don't be
Yep,
talking
shout
shit
out to
about
Raider Ben.
boy.
Yeah, shout out to Benther.
Yep.
Hey, Cortezi, so it's like 100 degrees out there, dude, where you're at.
Yeah,
right?
fool. It's a
Man,
handle. That's why I'm not
fucking-
in the dining room right now. I
Fucking
ain't out in
titties
the
are
garage.
sweating right
today.
now.
You're down in the garage, dude. They're like, hey, we'll let you be in the room for an hour.
Nah, bro, I could be in my room, but I don't want to. I'd rather be right here in the dining room.
I
Do
thought
you
you
guys
were.
have AC or what?
Yeah, oh no, bro, we got a swamp cooler, but that shit doesn't work. The general just got a new one recently.
You got a what? I'm sorry?
A swamp cooler, but it went out, and then she got a new one, but it doesn't work for shit.
Damn.
Hey, Dark, do you want to explain this to Prez? Why we think he's a Saints fan?
No, I mean,
Yeah, all that
go
shit.
ahead. Go ahead. You wanna? I mean, you dislike the guy more than I do, but go ahead.
I just don't like. Why are you gonna be over with Derek Carr? Go be with the Saints if you like Derek.
Hey, Cortezi, let's actually lay down. This is actually a good topic for discussion because I know that at some point you were a Derek Carr fan.
Yeah.
At some point, right? You were.
Yeah,
So I'm curious.
yeah. At one point, I was.
So lay it down. Like you were a Derek Carr fan from what date to what's the end date?
Yeah. Right. Let's see. What the fuck? What happened?
Let's get the timeline, dude. What happened?
Yeah.
Since his rookie year till last year, till the
So
middle of last year.
2014.
Till,
So 2014 to
2020.
till the
2022?
mid.
So which game was it for you? The game after he cried? Was it that one?
No, before.
When you start
It was
loving
like
them.
week 3. After week 3, I was done.
So it wasn't in the middle of the season. Man. It
Cardinals?
was like the beginning. No, Cardinals was
Cardinals
week 2. No, Cardinals was week 2. I forget what was week
No, that
3.
was
Maybe
week 3,
Jags.
man.
No, when. Yeah, I'm just done.
No, be specific. Tell us what game.
Yeah, like what
Just-
happened, dude?
just how-
like why you can't get
just how
over
he
it.
would run off. Yeah, your
Yeah.
comments are popping up, but Cortez ain't showing them.
Yeah, third person Cortez is not popping or not. Well, if
Cortez
Ghost,
and his feelings a little bit.
yeah,
So going back, so just tell his play style. He was trash at Fresno State too. Like I
wait a
was
minute,
happy
wait,
that we
wait.
got him,
How
but
can you
didn't I
say he was
remember?
trash back then, but you supported
He
him?
choked in the bowl games. That last bowl game in Vegas, he choked. I forget who they played, but he lost, and he had Devontae with him.
Look, I
I'm just
mean, I
not a
like him
fan.
anymore, but I would never say he was trash back then because I supported him during that time.
And then you could see in his face how he was playing stupid, like didn't care about the Raiders anymore.
I understand he was frustrated. I mean, but still,
Yeah, I would be fussed.
if he had problems with the offense, I mean, come on, dude, you are a vet, so could have done better than that.
Oh yeah, Rudy is one too. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, stop being a little punk and highlight the comments, Mr. Third Person Cortez. Okay, Cortez, where are we going with this? Hey, he's
DP
upset.
Digital Press.
Hey, Press, he's upset because he has a Raider tattoo, and it's
No.
car.
Quit that
It's
cap
tramp
shit.
stamp.
No.
There's
Tramp stamp.
where's it located, Dark? Tell him.
No, you
Red,
guys are
red
dumb,
between the
man.
butt cheeks
I'm about to end this
and
shit
the butt
already.
crack is up there.
I'm about to end.
It's like in cursive, right?
Yeah,
You guys are
yeah.
crazy.
He put a tear on it just to commemorate the day that Derek Carr was crying. Yeah.
It's got the little like Saint logos all around it too.
You guys are hilarious.
He says it's lucky charm.
But actually, jokes aside, who are you guys looking for? Who do you guys think will be like a surprise? Who's gonna win like a surprise roster spot? Who do you guys think is like flying under the radar and will make it?
You're funny,
And
Prez.
on the offense or defensive side, or
Yeah, either or.
either. Damn, man. Oh. That's tough, man. If I would take a wild guess, I would say oh man, I don't know. I say Meek Robinson makes the cut, and Cortez gonna be all pissed off, but I think he'll make the cut, dude. We can still keep the rookie that we drafted and put him in the practice squad. And I think we somehow managed to keep, I think 6 corners, and just keep the rotation going, keep them fresh, because that was the biggest problem last year. I think.
Fuck it, yeah.
We didn't have rotational pieces, and we were still trying to figure out who was going to fit where. But now we got a better idea. What about you, Alex Ghost?
Yeah, I'm looking at the roster here. I think it's let me see.
That's a tough
For
question.
for some reason, dude, I think that this I think this seems like this
That's
might
a
be
Warriors
like pretty
jersey.
I think this might be pretty unpopular, and I actually wouldn't be in favor of it, but I think for some reason like Alex Bars makes it.
Nah, bro.
I think they like him.
Watch,
I
got one more to show you. Here's
That's an interesting
Crybaby.
pick too there, bro.
There's Crybaby crying on the podium. That's the old quarterback, but this is the real number 4.
That used to be your boy, man. Once upon a time.
There's Aiden, the real quarterback, the real number 4.
He ain't shit, bro. Not this year. What about you, Cortez?
What was the question
Get your
again?
head out of your ass.
What was the question?
Who do you think's going to be a surprise addition to the team?
Are we saying like adding? Like, are we gonna add them?
No.
Is what you're saying?
No. Like the question is like who like currently on the roster, right? What is it like 90 plus heads right now?
Yeah.
Like who do you think
91.
maybe?
It's 91.
Yeah, 91. Who's like flying under the radar that you think may actually surprisingly make the cut? Like surprisingly make the
Adam
team.
Jr.
Dark thinks that Amik may make it. I think that probably Alex.
Yeah, but how is that surprising? He's been on the team for fucking since we drafted him. That's not surprising. He's already a Raider. It's no different than people saying Kuntz. Kuntz been a 53-man player the whole time.
Under the assumption that we signed Peters.
And then you're saying that if we sign Peters, then Amik makes the roster still?
You'll make the cut, yeah.
Nah, he ain't gonna make the cut, bro. They're about to cut
That's
him.
my surprise.
Hey, so
it's tough because I've heard good takes on it, so it's really tough because
yeah, it is.
I've heard him shooting off the edge, going fucking that play, being in the system. I get it. I mean, there are, and I've said it about Shelly and so on. Like, you've got to have so much show up in order for that to happen. And if we're talking about, like, we're just talking about a player that is on the roster, but
Mine
not.
is Adam Plant Jr. He's about to be a stud. He's taking over for Kuntz. Kuntz out of here.
He's not going to take Kuntz's job,
Yeah.
dude. He might take Willis's fucking job, but he ain't taking
Kuntz
Kuntz's
is gone,
job.
bro. Kuntz have to go, bro. He hasn't. No.
Well, let's bet 100 on it. I'll bet $100 right now. He's going to be another 53 man
No,
team.
Holly,
Man.
don't start with this now. No.
What?
Read this comment. No, you guys are hilarious. No.
You said Rowdy and Cortez look like twins.
No.
They, freickin' Adam Plant, dude. I mean, he's the UNLV fucking linebacker. So I mean,
Edge rusher
or edge rusher. He's been doing pretty fucking good. So I'm not gonna sit and not say he can't. I mean, Adam Butler would be another person that's on the roster that's been here if he was to show up.
Hey, Dustin, we talked about him. You remember we talked that he wouldn't because they want to go young?
Who won it?
The Raiders, don't you remember with Adam Butler?
What about him?
That you said. You remember we had that conversation on your
Don't
show?
get me wrong. You literally just told me Willis is going to get the job over fucking Kuntz. That's
I did not say
30-year-old man.
I did not say that. They're only going to run 4 DNs.
Who's the fourth one?
So it's Chandler, Max,
Wilson,
and Adam Plant Jr. Adam Plant is a defensive end.
I don't know because what would it be? 4, 8. That's 8. That'd be 4, 8, 5 is 13. It's gonna be 6 is gonna be 19. 20, 21, 22, 20. No, they'll probably run. I think
Where
they're
are they
gonna
getting the money from, Digital Perez? Where's the money coming from? Mark ain't gonna be able to.
I don't know. That's a tough one because we're signing Marcus Peters. That is confirmed. It ain't been confirmed because there's again. I love.
Show me his contract. I really want to know how's this money gonna work because we only got less than $3 million in cap space.
And I mean, like I said, if Mark goes out and gives them the money, it can happen. But again, even if it's confirmed, I wouldn't be bragging because he's a fucking old dude coming to the team. It's not like it's why you know what I'd be bragging about is like if we trade Jacobs over there and get fucking Patrick Queen. That'd be something to fucking talk about. Not about an old fucking dude on the last end of his deal, injuries and all, and we're bringing him here. Why wouldn't we be like, hey, we can go over here, trade Jacobs' ass that ain't gonna be here. Fuck, we already got 4 backs. Let's go get Patrick Queen, put him back here because we don't have a linebacker, 23-year-old elite ass player. That'd be a great pickup. Like Marcus Peters, not a great pickup. It's not a fucking good pickup, dude. He's a rotational player at this point in his career. He ain't no better than Casey Hayward. Casey Hayward, dude, in the beginning of the year played good. Casey Hayward fell the fuck off the face of the earth at that point.
Take a cheap deal. You really think he's gonna want to take it? No, I think he's gonna want like $5 million off tops.
Why? What did it say? Said relax. It's a cheap deal, most likely.
Relax.
I mean, what would be cheap deal then? Yeah. I just want to know what's the cheap deal because hell, fucking no.
Because there's no.
I liked Howard too, Holly. I mean, Howard was good. I won't lie about that. Bet minimum at least. So you're saying like what, 2.5 million?
So then we're done with our money. What happens if an injury happens? Boy,
that's tough, dude. Because look, this is the only reason that I'm gonna I'll debate that conversation because if Peters is willing to settle for 2.5 million at the player he claims he'd be. Like, Rocky Ya-Sin got 6, bro, from the Ravens. And you're telling me there's not one team in the NFL that would give him $3 or $4 million. Like, are you sure we even want him then? You know what I mean? Like, fucking guy, if you're one of the better corners in all of NFL and you're on the market at $5 million or $3 million, why in the fuck ain't people just like, boom, fuck, let's swoop them up? Said, don't worry, I'll be, you know, hey, fuck, get out there and get it. But that's all I would say. I'm not blurting anything out of my ass. I do my homework and engage with reports. I'm not professional, but I do my research. The research is or not, the fact is that the money is still the issue. And just like I said, that's all I'm saying is the research and the data can be there, but where's the validation? Because I literally just said, like, if a player is at a peak level, right? You know, I know you very well. So you know football. So the thing is like, if you know it, you're telling me, honest to God, that you can sit there and say that the Raiders are the only dude putting a vet minimum contract in, and he's going to accept it with not even knowing who their quarterback is or things of these factors. But let's just say, for instance, that Peters, and I mean, fuck, I would say even the Titans, like he can even go to the Titans on $2.5 million and probably have a pretty good chance of winning. And all I'm saying is they're a minimal team like we are. So that's all I'm saying is what front runs us with the shit that we have is all I would say to sit and say. And when you're putting a player at vet minimum, I mean, that opens you up to 32 teams. And again, if we're the only team taking them on that contract, that's crazy as hell. We do need vets in this corner room, but I still think we should get another linebacker. Hey, I agree with you, bro, because I think look, if we do get Peters for $2.5 million, like fucking kudos to us. And if we use him as a rotational player and use him in that aspect, then I would not disagree. I would be all for it. But this is the thing that I get when people are talking about it is that when people bring up Marcus Peters, are you labeling him as a number one, number two, or rotational? Like, how are you guys looking at him coming here? Like, when I hear you guys talking about and the way that people are joking about him, and I'm just saying Raider Nation in general, it seems to me like you guys think he's going to be our number one corner. And I mean, that's pretty low expectations to bring in a 30-year-old dude and act like he's the best dude on our roster to be our number one. I mean, that's where I've just said, like, I would go linebacker, go trade for younger depth and corners. Like, you can blossom your team and make a way better team, not do that shit. Doing that shit, Al Davis did that the whole 2000, and then to get us over 4 wins, 6 wins, like it didn't get us nothing. He said, who knows? It says he may like what he sees with corner room. Not saying I'm reading his mind, but you know, when you think about with Hobbs, I mean, fuck, I don't disagree in that one. I think if Hobbs, I think 100%. If you're looking at like who we can get out of him, develop him, then you got like David Long face him. You got fucking Bennett, dude. I mean, you got a good room there, so I'm not gonna argue that one. I think you could be on that. And you got Cosby, dude. I mean, you got good players. I know Isaac Brown, I've said that can be another shocker. So I agree. I don't disagree. I just say, like, I hope that we're getting them for like a 3, and then like you said, vet minimum 2.5. That'd be good. Not saying it'll be our number one, just saying that price more likely 3-2. That's what I think. I agree 100%.
Well, if it's going to be a 2 or 3, yeah, it has to be below $10 million.
I never left the show. I was just backstage for a minute.
He was beaten off behind the screen.
Oh, you're dumb, bro.
That's what he does all the time.
Hey, fuck. He was
Keep
like,
it
what?
PG, Cortezi. Keep it PG, dude. Come on.
That was PG all day, dude. Fucking. Nah, I just say, like, I think, like you said, in that one, Perez, it would make more sense for us if he is our 2 or 3 at a vet minimum at 2.5.
I don't have that stupid tattoo.
It's just like you say, like the conversation with the players that he can get, the dog in him, like, hey, get fucking mad, like play aggressive, don't fucking pussy up here. Like, I think that's what Peters brings, dude. And I think, like, having that, because especially being from Oakland, the mentality, he's going to have some fucking anger with him, bro. So, like I said, if we can get him that way, I would not be against it. But if we're like, oh, we're giving him $6 million, we're trying to put him as our 1, I don't give a fuck. I'll argue that all day. I don't care. I would not do it. I think you're just wasting money at that point. And the linebacker, I've said I would bring in Jacobs. I swear, bro. Like, I'd bring Jacobs here, and I would ask him, like, bro, are you planning on signing week 1? Because if not, dude, like, sign the tag. Let's trade you to Baltimore. Like, right now. Trade KJ Dobbins sucks, bro. Like, they'll take you. We need fucking Patrick Queen. Like, that's exactly what I'd say, straight up, dude. Like, and he probably will sign that shit, bro, if he can go there. Like, he would sign it to go to Baltimore, man. And if we were able, but the whole problem is, even if we ship him there, right? We only receive 10.1 back. That put us at 13 million, and then Queen's contract's gonna be like 17.5 minimum, like 17.5 minimum.
But isn't the Queen injury prone player?
No. Queen ain't injury.
He said, remember, use raw eggs when beating off home remedy 101. I swear to God, lunatic.
Man,
I swear, bro.
Man, bro.
This guy always, bro. I swear, this guy always cooking show, fucking ingredients. Fuck, give me a break. Hey, same with you, fucking Al. I swear, man. Like, got that cooking terminology all the time, man.
Hey, don't assume
that's
that
funny.
Cortez doesn't know that already. All right.
What? Hey,
he pulls the yolk. He only uses white. He doesn't want the yolk in there. So.
Hey, I'm gonna have to cancel. I gotta go.
Fucking Cortez.
Fucking guy.
Hey, you
Well,
guys
you can
hold me
leave.
down. I'll be back.
Cortez has the keys to the channel, so he can end the stream.
You know, frickin', I was sitting there reading on something the other day where they were claiming, like, this is the thing I keep keeping records of, is like how they're ranking our receivers, our tackles, our line, dude, fucking everything like that, right? And then I seen that they got our edge rushers ranked now by the group, and they have a second overall behind the Chargers, behind Bosa and fucking Mac, dude. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, so I laughed about this shit because I keep telling people where they're like, oh, the Broncos defense, they're going to fucking kill it. And the Chiefs defense, right?
Yeah.
So when I seen this article, I was like, what a better point to go put this out. I say, man, you go to Denver, you got Randy. I mean, I swear I've never liked Randy Gregory to begin with. And then you got Byron Browning. I'm like, dude, okay, like that. I don't even know what the hell. The Chiefs, I don't even know who the guys are. Like, I don't even know who the fuck their DNs are. Like, literally, Charles Omen and Amin and George Karlaftis. Yeah, like, and I know him. Okay, I'm not gonna say that he ain't, but I'm just sitting here saying, like, we're sitting here talking about. And the thing I don't like is they put Chandler as ours, dude, for the offset, and they got Chandler or Bosa and Mac. And man, Chandler sucks, bro. And if we're second in the league with him, and if fucking Tyree fucking pops up, man, we're gonna be killing motherfuckers. But to sit here and go with fucking Chandler as our 2 and we're second best in the division, I don't know, man. This division must just suck dick at fucking DN, like straight up, man. Like Mac and Bosa, fucking Bosa's hurt every single fucking year. Mac's only been on the downcline since he left here. Well, when Mac left here, he went to the Bears, got 12.5 sacks, and he's only fucking went downwards ever since, dude. 8, 6, fucking. He's like looking like Chandler Jones right now. So I think that's funny. I just said that because Chandler and Mac Mac. That's fucking crazy. So here's another comment I was reading. I think the Raider Rambo was the one that just wrote this article about Jimmy being a better upgrade than Derek. Do you guys agree?
No.
I seen the article here just a few minutes ago, and it said that Derek Carr or Jimmy G is a better upgrade than Derek Carr was for the Raiders. And like, I'll agree with you, man. Like, so do I. I disagree because I feel like if Derek Carr took $25 million and stayed here this year and was in the system for 2 years in a row, Derek Carr would fucking murder it. He'd slay it, and there ain't no doubt about it. So to sit here and just say
not
like
just that, Dustin, not just that. There's a health issue, right? Derek Carr's missed only like. He's only missed
like 2 or 3 games in his whole career until they benched him for the 2 games. So he's never missed more than 2 or 3 games in his whole career until then.
And as they say, the best ability is availability, and
that's what Gruden preached every day, bro. Gruden
Yeah.
preached that shit every day.
Exactly, and so I think I just don't think that Jimmy G is an upgrade over Carr. I think Carr in the second year in the system, he's proven that actually year over year in his career. In the second year following his introduction to a new system, he does better and he excels. And honestly, his numbers weren't bad last year. Like they actually, if you dig into them, they actually weren't terrible.
Who, Cars?
Yeah, they weren't bad.
I've said I think he had a better year under Jimmy or under Josh McDaniels in 15 games than he did with Gruden and them in the 17 games. I've said that in the 17 games with Gruden for 4,800 yards, he had 4,800 yards, fucking 23 and 14. Was it what did Derek Carr have this year? 24 and 14, right? 24 and 14. So he had one less touchdown. He had 1,300 more fucking yards. If you look at Derek Carr's average, Derek Carr averages 225 and 2 touchdowns per game. So if you look at 1,300 yards at 225, you're looking at damn near 6 fucking games played with no fucking touchdowns. 6 games. So when you're looking at those type of yardage, dude, there's something big time wrong. Go look at Josh McDaniels in 15 games. In 15 games, he had 3,500 yards, which was 1,300 yards less. And he had one more 24 and 14. He had fucking one more touchdown with fucking 1,300 yards less and 2 games less. And then to sit here and say, like, oh, look, at the end of the day, touchdowns wins games, man. If you're putting up 1,300 yards with 0 fucking touchdowns and that 1,300 yards, there's a big fucking problem. It's the same thing that I said about Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs, 1,600 yards, dude. He didn't score another touchdown after 1,000 yards. And Josh Jacobs, when people are saying, oh, he's elite. Josh Jacobs has only scored 12 touchdowns 2 times in his career, nothing else. Derrick Henry has never scored less than 10 ever. No matter if it's been 9 games played, he's got 10 touchdowns. Like, Derrick Henry has never been under 10 touchdowns, no matter if, again, he's played like 8 or 9 games and still finished with 10 touchdowns. Like, that's the whole entire thing. How are you comparing a guy that has all these yards with no touchdowns, dude? Touchdowns wins games, dude. At the end of the day, that's how you win games, dude. That's what wins games. And to sit here and tell me that our quarterback got 1,300 more yards in this system but didn't have no touchdowns in Josh's system, in Josh McDaniel's system, if that was the way that it went, Derek Carr would have had 34 touchdowns in his system at fucking 4,800 yards. So at that point, are they fucking up when they're calling plays down in the end zone? Like, Gruden's system obviously got to be flawed if this dude running 3,500 yards and 15 games with the exact same plus 1 touchdown. So to me, like I said, I've always said, like, Derek Carr is not a slouch, dude. Derek Carr knows his shit, even in there. And this is the other thing you got to take in consideration. He did it not scoring in 2 fucking quarters. Like, this is the thing I don't understand, how people don't understand, like, Josh's system or Derek Carr. They're like, oh, Josh sucks and Derek Carr sucks. But they were the 12th best offense, but they didn't score for 2 quarters for, like, 10 games. For 10 games, they didn't score in the second half at all. And they were still the 12th best and fucking put up fucking 3,500 plus yards in 24 and 14. Like, that's not fucking shitty stats, bro. Like, those ain't shitty stats. Those ain't shitty numbers. On the other hand, you got fucking Devontae Adams over here at 1,400 yards, 14 touchdowns. Fucking Josh Jacobs here at what? Fucking 1,612 touchdowns. Like, that's all I'm saying is like, you have all this production across there, and people are like, yeah, he's not good in the system, and he sucks at play calling. And again, he only did it in 2 quarters of each game, where everybody else did it in 4 quarters of each game. And Josh McDaniel's offense with 2 offensive players, Josh and fucking Devontae, was the 12th best offense in the NFL. Like, I don't understand what you guys are smoking, what you guys think, like how you look at football. The fact that everything I've just said is put them in the categories that they're at. Now, if you want to look at a whole of the rest of the team, man, and fucking, again, how people say, oh, Derek Carr's this, Derek Carr made Matt Collins again. So people say, oh, Derek's not the one making quarterback or wide receivers, or he doesn't. Again, Matt Collins had 690 fucking yards. It was more yards than he had in the whole entire career.
And he got Aguilar
Philadelphia,
paid.
in Miami. Say again.
He got Aguilar paid too.
Damn right. Damn fucking right. And then what happened? Went to New England and fucking digressed. And what did he get picked up for right now? Like 3-4 million? Like he didn't even get close to nowhere close to 12 or 15. Nowhere close.
And Zay Jones, don't forget about that guy too. He
Yep,
got that
12
dude
million.
too.
12 million.
Finish eating your dinner.
And that's all I say is like when they're sitting here looking at these facts and talking about players and talking about coaches, more times than not, it's just people hating because they don't have no factual truth behind it. They don't have no factual data. When they're talking on our team, they're not talking about facts in there. They're not putting in, hey, Josh and his offense with these two players out fucking did 22 fucking other teams in the NFL, and they did that with 2 fucking players. People don't acknowledge that, hey, Waller was out for over 9 fucking games. Foster was dropping balls right off his hands into other motherfuckers. And people sit here and say, oh, Derek Carr had such a bad year and it was Derek Carr's fault. I bet you there's 4 or 5 interceptions that literally bounced off our player's hands, literally like back fucking right into another player. That's not Carr's fault. He gets credited for the interception, but in reality, he should have been like 24-9, 24-10.
Not just that, Dustin, but like if you
like,
look,
hey, your player's like this, and the bitch just smacks him in the face, fucking goes off to the defense, and they're like, that's Carr's fault. No, it's fucking not. No, it's fucking not.
But you can't disregard.
Justin, the other thing too. Sorry, Dark. I was just gonna say the other thing too is if you look at Josh Allen's numbers from last season, they're actually pretty eerily similar to Carr's. If you look at Josh Allen, like it's crazy.
And this is the other thing this is like where I hate talking football with people when we get to the point of the interception talk, right? They want to say, well, look at Carr's interceptions. He was leading the league. Well, okay, look, you just made a point right there. You have fucking Allen. You have Burrows, dude. You have multiple fucking good quarterbacks that were up there. And then, hell, let's just throw the icing on the fucking cake. And let's not forget the biggest kicker of all is that Dak Prescott didn't even play the first 5 games of the season, bro. And he led the interceptions in the season. It wasn't fucking Carr. It was Dak motherfucking Prescott. So to sit here and be like, oh, Carr is so bad. Carr had such deal. Well, one, Carr probably had 4 or 5 balls that literally bounced off Foster, Renfro, literally right out their hands to the fucking enemy, right to the defense, literally like, thank you. And then fucking have shit like that. That's not Carr's fucking fault, dude. It's not Carr's fault. They can label the number or not. I watch the games. I know how he got it. There's no arguing against it. So when people are sitting there implying like, oh, his production was actually pretty fucking good, dude. It's just the fact that this is the one thing nobody keeps looking at, which I've looked at from day one. I said it before they did it. I even said on our channel, did I not, Ghost? I said, Carr will lead this shit to the end, dump it right at the end, and walk the fuck out of that bitch. He don't owe him nothing, dude. I said he ain't going to fucking take that trade. He won't fucking do it. I said it multiple times, dude. At the end of the day,
you said that shit before Christmas. I think you
said that shit before exactly. Christmas. And I said that the thing I said and reason why is at the end of the day, one, Derek doesn't owe them anything. And the reason that Ziegler and then moved him was it wasn't about play. It wasn't about him audibling. It wasn't about nothing of that. It was the fact that they needed $40 fucking million and he was a single cut candidate. That's what it was about, dude. That much money in return with no dead cap, with no penalties, with no anything. That's why, what was it, $5 million? I think it was $5 million if I remember. But that was still off his old deal because the new contract never took place. That's what they made him play off the old one to come to the new one. So that was just off the old contract. So that's all I'm saying is like, again, it was never about it, dude. Like Carr and them would have had to go to the playoffs and win and probably go to a Super Bowl in order to stay. I think their intention from day fucking one with that out and that cause was to ship Carr for that $40 million. And I've said it 100 times and I'll keep saying it. And I've advocated it numerous times in the show, in our show numerous times is this offense is 100 times fucking better. This offense is way better, dude. Like, there is no fucking sitting here saying that your tight ends is Hooper, Mayer, Howard, Horsted. Your fucking receivers are Adam, Mayer, Renfro, Carter, Tucker, Sims, Dorsett, Turner, Wilkerson. Way fucking better. We were talking about Robinson and Keelan motherfucking Cole last year. We're sitting here talking about our line solidified as in Miller, fucking Parham, James, Moody, Luminor. You got Munford, Wagner, and Curtis sitting in your backfield as fucking elite players. Like, our team and offense is massively fucking different. Then you're sitting over here saying you're going Max Killer, or you're going Max Jones, Wilson, Kuntz, Plant, fucking good. Even the dude from, I don't even know where he's from, Cambodia, wherever the fuck he may be. I don't know how he played. I don't know his production, so I'm not even going to speak on it. When you go to D tackle, our D tackle has just been plethora with people, dude. You got Nichols, Tillery, Butler, Farrell, Young, Matthew Butler, Jenkins, and Jade. Jade's been balling. Young's going to show up. Farrell's going to show up. Nichols, Tillery would be a great ad. Butler would just see Matthew Butler. Hopefully he stays. Don't get shipped by Adam Butler. Like, great line. That's a great deal right there. Then you're even going to your linebackers. You're looking at Spillane. You're looking at fucking Darren Butler, Bernie. I like this MAGA dude. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name right, but I like that dude. That dude's a good fucking player. You're looking at Debo Masterson, Bolton, and Thomas. Thomas is another dude getting a lot of fucking look at. Great hype on him. Like, a lot of these dudes, we are not as weak as people claim us to be, dude. They're just talking out their ass. Our team is way better. Why didn't Josh sign the tag? Why didn't Josh sign the tag, bro? Like I just said, our team and offense is way better off, and our defensive team has got way more depth down the line all the way. You're sitting here looking at your safeties. Epps, Palomalu, fucking Grant, Moore, Johnson, Smith. Johnson's going to make the roster because he comes from Buffalo. They like him a lot. He's got very good insight training from their fucking staff. Smith was a great steal out of the draft. Moorick, I think he'll show up because I have always said he is a tandem player. He is not a man player. And then Epps, great ad, dude. Like, Epps was a great ad. Like, Paulo shows up. There you go. I mean, we're not lacking like people are sitting here claiming like we are. I've always said the corner position is just sketchy when you're looking at, like, Shelley and Taysom and fucking Webb and dudes that ain't proven. Bennett, like, the corner room to me is the most unproven room, period, like, by far. But to sit here and say, like, our fucking shit isn't that we're weak, man, people are fucking stupid, man. Like, our team got a lot of consistency, a lot of good shit to it.
Yeah, dude, that's facts. What do you think, Dark?
Well, we're obviously leaving out a lot more on, off the table. We have to consider all the missed throws and overthrows that he actually did not complete. I have to go back.
I didn't mean to bounce. I just had the water fill up over that thing.
My bad that I'm taking forever.
But that's like I said. I mean, I feel like that comment, Holly, is he will show up, and that's why I feel like Shelley will show up and fucking Amik will be gone. They're the exact same player. Amik Robinson and Shelley are the exact same player. Same fucking height, same build, same exact dynamic player. So I believe if Shelley shows up, Amik's gone. Like, that's exactly how I feel. Why would you have – what, are we going to play midget football out here and have fucking Hall, Robinson? So we'll have Hall, Amik, and fucking Shelley all on the fucking squad at 5'9". That's 3 of our 6 or 3 of our 5 corners at fucking nutsack high. Like, I don't know about that, bro. Like, I don't know about that. You got Johnson. They got Johnson over here in the Chargers, 6'4". You got fucking Williams, dude, another big body player, and we're running with fucking midgets. Like, I can't see that. And that's all I would say is, like, I believe Shelley would show up, but with somebody like David Long or Faison being the actual tandem rotational player, or Webb.
But Dustin, you know, like how Raider fans love to say, you know, Amik plays with a lot of heart. You know, even though he's 5'2", he plays with a lot of heart.
Well, let's look at it like this. With all his heart, how many games he win? And with all his hearts, how many games did it change? And all of that heart, he's had one big play and then fucking didn't have it for 16 other games. Like, you can't label a game by one individual play. You're waiting on 16 games, 4 quarters per game, 60 minutes per game, and then have that not show up again. But that's all I'm saying is like, when you're looking at those types of deals, you're looking at one play. Oh, what, he got around and punched the fucking ball. Where'd he show up after that? Where was he the rest of the fucking year? Like, we can't do shit like that. You can't sit and designate a player's position to go out and win championships on one game of 16. And again, I've said it, 4 quarters, 60 fucking minutes for 15 other fucking games or 16 other games. You don't get that production. So if I'm betting it was probably more in the luck factor than production factor. The fact that he was in the right place at the right time when it happened. Because the stats say that he ain't in the right place the rest of the fucking time. And I get it, dude. He got an interception. Like, look, I get, dude, the Meek deal. I'm not trying to bash the dude, okay? I don't want to make it sound like that. I don't want to say, like, Meek isn't good. What I'm trying to say is when we're looking at a team, right? We're looking at a team. And you're looking inside your division, and you're sitting here. You got Courtland Sutton, dude. You got fucking Judy. You have Williams. You have Johnson. You have fucking Katorius, and you got fucking NTS. They're all bigger dudes, and we're sitting here saying that we're gonna have 3 of our main starting corners at 5'9". That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. How does it meet or Shelley? I don't give a fuck if you are the greatest corner to ever play the game. At 5'9" and I'm 6'4", I'm just gonna be like this. Right here, goes up here. I'll fucking hold him down by his head. Like, he is not getting up here. And there ain't no way a dude that's 5'9" out jumping to do that 6'4". It's not happening. So again, what did I say about the Keenan Allen game and the Chargers? I said, hey, he beat them good in slants and deals, but the second they wanted to go put the points on the board, they went deep down in the end zone, and what do you know, 98% over the top of fucking Meek touchdown. That's the production that Meek gets put on one-on-ones down the field. If you don't believe me, go look the year before on Gruden and Gus Bradley. He got his ass burnt, bro, one-on-one. And guess what? The very next year, one-on-ones, he got his ass burned again. There's nothing that said in those 2 years under Gus or Patrick fucking Graham that this dude got one-on-one talent skill to go shut down 6-foot players. He doesn't. What it says is 98% of the time if the player is 6 foot or higher beats him in one-on-ones. That's what the stats say. So that's all I'm saying is like, you got to have height there, dude. You got to have height to compete against people. There's no fucking doubt about it. And I mean, like I said, if you're looking at your corners, and again, if you bring Peters, he gives you more height there. Like I said, Shelley makes sense if he's with Facem or Webb. In rotation, you have a height dude, a short dude. He's in shorter guy in slants and fucking curl routes. He gets in and out of his moves a lot quicker. You got fucking Weber facing to get downfield with them better, dude. Fucking lengthier dudes can stay in stride. You got to play the game the way that the game's supposed to be played. And this dude is not going to do it. That's how he makes sense. That's how he makes sense. But if you're sitting here saying that you would put Shelley at 1 over Hobbs at least him being a 1 in the outside, that's fucking nuts, man. We're going to lose every year. We're going to lose every time, every year. Not going to happen. And that's all I'm saying. Like, you got to get to a point where when people were sitting here saying about Mac Hollins last year, right? They're like, the number 2. Why are you saying he's a number fucking 2? We didn't even get to free agency yet, bro. And you're already like voting this guy to be a 2 receiver. Like, that's not how it works. It doesn't work like that in the NFL. He is a fucking gunner, an ace, dude. Special teamers, a 5. That's what he is. You want to give him some production for coming in and getting some good deal? Move him to a 4. But to literally say he's went from a 5 to a 2, and then that's what we're fucking ourselves in that, man. Like, we are fucking ourselves in that talent. I don't give a fuck what anybody says about Jacoby Myers. Myers has back-to-back 800-yard seasons, bro. He has back-to-back 800-yard seasons, which is a number 2 wide receiver. That's what number 2 production is. And I hate when dudes do that shit because it's like you're sitting here saying that you would take less and you think it's better. That's minimal. That was us playing on the dirt in Oakland, dude. Like us and or in the A's Stadium.
I also like Jacoby because like he got us a win last year without being a Raider. I like that dude.
Jacoby Myers is a stud.
It says, but who cares the shorter, faster receivers? Who covers the well, I mean, I just said that, so I'm not going to I just literally said that the way that those players play tandem is with them. I just literally said that. So I don't know if he said that afterwards or before, but the Meek or those type, and it's going to be Hall. It's going to be Hall. and Shelley. Like, that's what I think it's going to be. It's going to be Hall and Shelley. Hall got extended coming in last year. He showed up. He started playing really good. He's a 5'9" player. He gets in and out of cuts. Shelley has been only talked up massively. Shelley can't even play in the slot. Shelley's production only comes from outside to begin with, and Shelley's even said out of his own mouth that he cannot play on the inside, and that it's the worst. If you want to watch bad football, watch him play inside. That's what he said. So that's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not arguing about a short player. I'm saying if Amik is going to be on the team at the end of the day, he's going to be taken care of by a taller corner for sure. Like, there is not a doubt in my mind about that. And then that's why I said Shelley and him. And look, if Amik shows up and balls out and gets his 5th spot or 6th spot, whatever they do corner-wise, then kudos to him. I don't really give a fuck what midget plays on the fucking team. The thing I care about more is like, who's our bigger guys on the outside? That's my key. I can give 2 fucks if Amik is 5 on the team. Like, it doesn't matter to me. I'm more focused on who is getting to be 1 and 2. Is Nate going to play in the slot? Is Nate going to the outside? Is Webb going to be R2? Is Bennett going to be R2? Is it going to be Facem? Is it going to be David Long? Like, who the hell is going to be R2? Like, that's what I'm thinking about. And then when you're having your 2, that's like, who's the rotation behind them? Who's the depth behind them?
So, Dustin, what I'm interested in actually is, and I think this aligns with Ziegler's philosophy when it comes to building the defense. We've talked about this ad nauseum in DSR. I think ultimately what it comes down to me on the defense is if the defensive line could generate pressure and get after the quarterback, the back end's not going to matter that much. And I think that's what this staff is like banking on. Like, hey, if we're able to generate pressure with, with our new draft picks up front, with our second-year players on the inside and Butler, and I forget the other dude's name, with Nesta, who came in this year, with obviously with Max. Hopefully Chandler's better this year. He looks lighter.
Salute Pyro.
Salute Pyro. So I think the move is probably like, hey, if our defensive front can get after the quarterback, generate pressure, create turnovers, pressure the quarterback into bad decisions, then the secondary doesn't matter as much, right? And so we don't have to have necessarily a number 1 corner. Maybe we have 2 number 2s on the outside, or maybe a number 2 and a number 3, and that compensates for the lack of production on the back end because we're so damn good on the front end.
That's why I said that
hopefully that's what we have.
Well, that's why I said Facem was going to be there for sure, because Ziegler spoke on it numerous times that he didn't want to let Facem out of here when he actually came here the first time. That he actually chose to leave just to go back with Gus Bradley, but Ziegler actually advocated for Facem to stay here. And that's all I think is like, at the end of the day, when you're bringing back players of those stature, I agree with you, because Facem did show up for us, and he played man corner, and he did play good games, dude, over there behind fucking Casey Hayward. So that's all I'm saying is like, he had good production behind him when he did. The only issue I have is he went to the Colts. He didn't have very much production. He played very little. So all I'm saying is like, are we getting Amik that, or are we getting Facem that was here before, or are we getting the Facem that's in the Colts? Like, that's all I'm worried about. And then, like, when you're looking at our corners, you're looking at Webb. Like, Webb has good production. He did have a lot of good games last year. He's probably only going to get better. So if he's on the outside producing, I have no problem. Bennett, fast as fuck, dude, little fucking scrappy player. If he's there, I would have no issue either. But at the end of the day, like, Long's just a rotational player, dude. He ain't fucking never done shit. We're over here like, we want to have this dude as our starter and shit like that. That's all I'm saying is like, we got players here, Isaac Brown, Perryman, fucking Hernan, Meek Robinson, even at Meek, dude, that's our best guy? Meek's our best guy out of Hobbs? Like, literally? Then you're not even, nobody's talked about Cosby. Cosby plays slot corner and fucking safety. And I've always said, like, the thing with Ziegler and them is, and Ziegler's made this very clear, is that whoever plays multiple positions and plays it at a good level will most likely be here in the long run. So that's all I'm saying is like people are just looking at individual names and they're not valuing that. I've said in the DN position, right, for the linebackers, people keep implying like we're weak in the DNs and we're weak in the linebackers. No, you're not. In the 4-3-3-4, the way that it works is that DNs in the 4-3 will be in the outside, but in the 3-4 they'll move to the linebacker position, and sometimes they'll be pushed inside as a DT. So for people speaking those saying that you're short in DTs, you're short in middle linebacker, and you're short in your DN, that's not even true, dude. You're not looking at the fucking play designs on the fucking field. You're not looking at he runs a 3-3-5 most of the fucking time. Like, you're not looking at those concepts that there's 5 DBs on the field more than there is anybody else. So you're not even paying attention to your team's play.
Yeah, and not just that, Dustin, but actually schematically looking at each individual player. Like each individual player, if you look back the past, year or so that Ziegler's been here, he's looking for players with versatility, right? So that's why he drafted a guy like Tyree Wilson who could slide inside as a D tackle. He could play standing up as an outside linebacker. He could play as a DN inside the line. So you have a lot of versatility with each of these players, so you could fucking play chess as a defensive coordinator. Now the question, right, is do we have the cook in the kitchen on the defensive side of the ball to get these ingredients that Ziegler went out to shop at Whole Foods and spend a lot of money on or whatever? And is this guy going to cook and make a good meal? That's the question mark that I have. Is Graham the guy? Is Graham the right chef for this? I don't know.
Well, and I would say that he has he has the ingredients. Is he going to make it right? Because you can have all the ingredients. You can put a little bit too much salt, little too less. You can put under and over and in ingredients, and it can still turn out shit. You know what I mean? So just because you have all the ingredients doesn't mean it's destined to be great. They still have to be used right, be put in right, be stirred right. They got to be cooked to a certain temperature. Like, you still have a process that you have to go through in order to hit that greatness. And that's all I'm saying. Like, when people look at Max, right, I've heard people say, well, Max is going to play a lot more linebacker this year. Unless I'm mistaken, salute James, unless I'm mistaken, did Max not play the most snaps he's played yet in his career last year? And if he played the most percentage of his snaps of not coming out, means he's already been playing linebacker all year last year because he played deep in the 3-4 and 4-3. So that's all I'm saying is people are not paying attention to our team apparently when they're making those kind of accusations or conversations because he's already been playing there. And that's it. That's all I'm saying when people keep looking at the team, and I hear people say this all the time. The DN, the D tackle, the linebacker. DNs and D tackles are going to rotate between themselves just depending if they're in a 3-4 or 4-3. So I don't understand how they don't understand that if they're football players or football, want to understand football intelligence. Like, that's a common. And then you've even said it again. Wilson is a DN linebacker DT. So you're not cutting yourself short in DT when you can push him to the inside. And I even said, depending on what deal you're in the 3-4, you can be considered a DT regardless. So that's all I'm saying is like people are making accusations, but they're not looking at our scheme. They're not looking at what we mostly sit in. They're not looking at that we run more DBs over those types. And then sitting here this year, I'm going to tell you right now, we probably won't be running a lot of 3-3-5s because of the fact you'll have 5 DBs out there. But don't get me wrong, you can put linebacker in those positions like a Bernie that would just come off that edge smoking someone's ass, bro. So don't get me wrong, you can most definitely do that. But I think he's going to kind of get away from that because of the fact that he has a plethora of defensive tackles, DNs. And look at the linebacker, right? You got Thomas coming off the edge. You got Bernie coming off the edge, dude. Butler can come off of the edge, dude. You got Spillane and Diablo that come head on. Masterson, I don't know if he can come off the edge too well. I don't really know much on that aspect of him. But again, then you're coming back up here in the DNs. You're looking at Max. You're probably going to get Plant that's been fucking showing up. You're going to get fucking Jones if he does or not. Wilson and Kuntz, dude. And again, these are dudes that have to still show up, you know, like they still have to come here and produce. Jade, Young, Farrell, dude, all power players, dude. Like I said, they're going to most definitely be pushing that pocket hardcore. And then you got a guy like Bennett, dude, that just comes in, runs a 4.27? Like motherfucking little lightning bolt, dude, or 4.31. He was something of that factor, but that's all I'm saying is like he got a really good tandem of players all the way through here, and then the Epps pickup, dude. That's another thing people don't look at. He's a safety, but he's a box safety. He was what Abrams was supposed to be, dude. Like that's what Epps is. He's not just designated to that fucking position in the safety. He's gonna drop down, be in the linebacker. He's gonna be pushing off the edge to go. That's where you can see a guy like Paulo or Johnson or Smith come in to fucking tag up with fucking Morick, dude. Like that's all I'm saying. Like you have a plethora of people that can come off the edge, push the pocket, run. It doesn't matter if they're from the safety, the DN, the middle linebacker or not. You have a numerous. Imagine if Thomas makes it in there, you're going to even have another one. So that's all I'm saying. Like we have a lot of good players that can do it, man. We already have players that can do it. It's just, is Graham going to be able to put it together? And I said, like, I think I was the biggest Graham hater to begin with last year, but after watching him in the Senior Bowl, if he gets the right circumstance and gets to do it his way, I think Graham's could wreck people, dude. I mean, he fucking put an ass beat on him in that game.
So Dustin, question: how much of a leash are you willing to give Graham?
I would give him all the reins in the world, because if you don't get it done this year, I fire his ass. So I'd give him.
So you're giving him the full
reins.
season. You're giving him the full season.
I would, because I don't think it makes sense to cut a guy in, like, so I think when we talked about this on our show, like cutting him at week 13, I think has a lot more, I think it has a lot more gratifications behind it than people actually realize, because I've said, like, at week 13, when you do that, you're going to have to promote another coach on the team. And then when you promote that coach on the team, if he's not the actual coach that's going to be the defensive coordinator next year, the history has said that player will not be here, or that coach will not be on our team. They never revert backwards, for instance. You know what I mean? So for me, if you're trying to build a winning team, you're trying to build the chemistry, I think the continuity, the consistency, the coaching staff's all being there. I've spoke about this numerous times, where I think it's smarter to cut one coach and bring in a new one and teach him the whole system than it is to fucking cut a coach and then teach our players the whole new system. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense that a new coach is going to come in and teach 22 other players the defense all over again. What makes sense is that the defense is already established, because this is a franchise defense, and then this coach is coming in and just learning it. And he probably already knows most of it. He's just learning terminology. So for me, I would rather go with Graham to the very end and then cut him, because I don't want to lose two dudes, not one.
I think I'm going to shut it down in a minute.
Whatever.
Because I'm low on my battery.
But that's all I would think. I would just go till the end. I wouldn't try to. Week 13 proves nothing besides chaos. Week 13, come back in 14. Who you putting? You putting fucking Chris Ash? You gonna put fucking Chris Ash, Jason Simmons, or it's Rob Ryan? So you're putting one of those three dudes in there, and then if you put one of those three dudes, you're losing one of those three guys, because they're probably not going to be the defensive coordinator next year. Because I don't know if you'd want to do that. So for me, I would give Graham the full reign. Say, hey, bro, you fucking dig your grave all you want, man. It's either you gonna win here, or you're gonna probably not get hired somewhere else. Like, and that's happened plenty of times playing in the Patriots, dude, where dudes have gone there, didn't produce, and don't get hired and end up back in college or high school. You know what I mean? So for me, I would give them all the reign, because how can you say, the question at the end of the day when you're going to get rid of somebody is I would like to say, I think I would like to say is that I gave him every possibility to win. That's what I would probably like to say. That we fired Graham because he had every fucking chance. He's just going to do it. Not versus like, oh, week 13, then you're causing so much chaos in week 13 to do that. I think I wouldn't do it. That's my opinion. Our team is so fucked up already. You know what I mean? It's like telling somebody, I'm not going to hit you, bro, and then back, just pop. You know what I mean? And it's like walking behind your friend, telling him you're not going to smack him in the back of the head, and then you smack him in the back of the head. Like, I think when you're literally getting out of all the turmoil of Gruden, going through the breakdown, going through the Josh McDaniels bullshit, fucking getting your team back together, getting the confidence, start building offensively. Defense don't work now. Shit on Graham, bring another guy on, shit on him, and then we'll get another guy. Like, then that means if you did that, that means the next guy is coming in, getting new coaching staff. He's bringing his people. These people are going the fuck back out. We end up back out here 3 years again. So I don't. It doesn't make sense to me. I would just wait till the end of the year, get rid of him, find a coach that knows your defense, fucking bring him in and go that route. It's way less casualties, way less problems. Let's just look at it like this in the long term. In week 13, if you're cutting them, what is 4 more games? If you cut them in week 13, it means you're losing dick anyways. So you're not winning shit if you cut them or not. So I'd ride with them all the way to the end.
Yep. So
I think there's an argument that, hey, you cut them early, you get ahead on the coaching search process. You start looking at heads. You start interviewing people.
You can't hire them.
Building.
You can't hire them. Like, you're gonna hire them and bring them in and. Yeah, but that's my point. So what's the matter what's the matter if I'm sitting in my office right now knowing that I'm firing this motherfucker and I'm doing that already? What does that matter? I'm not less a fucking casualty. I'm not down a fucking dude in all the turmoil in my franchise. See, I think that's what you guys want. I really feel that's what you guys want, because in the contents of what you're saying right now is instead of keeping the sanity in your team and keeping everybody together until the end of the year, you would rather fire this guy and look to hire a guy. I can look to hire the fucking guy from the first week of the season. Matter of fact, I can look for a guy right now and then wait till we get to that point and then hire a guy. You see what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense.
I'm also just not going to keep a dude on payroll that's not doing his job just to keep people
You're losing. What's it matter? If you're losing, you're losing. Like, those are the things I'm not understanding. You would rather lose two people instead of just ride it out with him losing. That if you're look at it like this, if you make the choice that you're gonna fire him, right? Is that not implying that you're probably already losing in the season to begin with? Like, is that not what it's implying?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely saying you're not being successful. That's why you're reaching that conclusion to fire him. Yeah,
that's my point. So at the end of the season, is it his fault that you're firing him because you want to get rid of him, right? Why would you fire Rex or John or Jason or Chris? Why would you take the risk of firing one of those 3 guys just to get rid of this dude in the middle of the season? I don't understand that. Like, you're willing to just start throwing dudes away because this dude already sucks, and they already know that. That's the facts of the game. The facts of the game is more times an interim coach comes to take over that position, does not be in the organization no more. He leaves. He goes to another place. He does not resign with us. So that's all I'm saying is you're not losing 1, you're losing 2. And I don't know if I want to lose any of them, because Rex Ryan is a great linebacker coach, dude. I've always said Rob Ryan. I said Rex, but Rob Ryan has always been one of my favorite Raider defensive coordinators. And to have him here and be a linebacker coach and all, like, I don't want to give him up. And then, like, Chris and Jason, they're both younger dudes with high ceilings, dude, and both highly sought after people. And not only that, is if they leave and another team takes them, we get draft picks on them. You're literally willing to throw your draft picks away, your team, just so you can go out there and take over this dude that sucks already. Like, I've always said, and I've been even preaching this more and more over the last week or two, is just because you make one move doesn't mean it may have a bigger gratification behind it. That move doesn't just gratify itself. It might have a bigger problem behind it. And that's all I'm saying. I've named like 5 major key pieces, and the only thing you guys have said is, well, we can get a head start on another coach. You can look for a coach right now. You don't have to fire him to do that. I'm telling you, if you fire him, these are the repercussions that come with it. I'm just asking you, you're willing to give those up just so he leaves, and he's already leaving regardless at the end of the season. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you can fire Graham and say that Rob or Jeff, or I say Jeff, I don't know why I keep saying that, but Jason or Chris, right? If you can say at week fucking, just say 8, we don't even got to get 13. Let's just say at week 8, we say, hey, our offense is firing on all cylinders, dude. Like, we are in the games. We are fucking putting up, but the defense is just still struggling hardcore. They're giving up the fucking games, 14 points going into the fucking games and giving them the win, right? So they know it's a defensive fucking problem. Now, the issue that you're going to have to answer, and Mark ain't the fucking guy because he's stupid as fuck, but a real coach or a real owner, which Ziegler is going to most definitely answer this question, he's going to sit here and say, like, is it worth fucking cutting him and not and losing this guy too at the end of the day? Like, I don't think so. I don't think so. There's just no way. There's no way.
I think, Dustin, there's letting go of Graham, and just to be clear, like, I would advocate letting go of Graham maybe like right before or after the bye season if things aren't the bye week.
That's what I said. Week 13. I've been saying that the whole time.
Yeah. If things aren't, just a second, Cortez. If things aren't panning out for the defense, right? And I believe in letting the guy go because I think it breeds a certain culture of excellence. Like, if I'm a coach
excellence been gone since when? I want to. So look, man. When we use words like that, we have to imply that there's been some type of excellence in defense over 20 years. Like, we cannot say as in team of excellency. And since 2003, we've had 2-14 record and 3-13. There is no excellency inside that fucking comment.
So I said to breed a culture of excellence. We're obviously like not there, but in order to create a culture of excellence, you have to create an environment where, hey, you know what? Mediocrity is not going to be tolerated. And if I'm a player in that locker room, come week 14 and Graham's ass is out the door, I'm thinking, damn, these guys are for real. They literally bag.
I'm going to be like, damn, our season's over, and in 3 weeks from now, I'm not even going to be on this fucking team if they're firing him because the next coach comes in, probably don't even want me. Like that, you're causing all kind of shit like that, dude. It's not like, oh, we just fire the coach, and then there's 5 dudes that were just handpicked by him. Literally just handpicked by him. What's God say to him? They're gone.
No one's job is safe, and that's what we should be communicating to everyone in that building. No one's job is safe, and mediocrity will not be tolerated. And we're not going to have people on payroll just to make people like.
I'm going to just say there's no validation to that. To me, there is no validation in that conversation because listen, we went from not just letting go of 2 coaches. Now we went from letting go of 2 coaches to 5 fucking players. Now we're down 7 motherfuckers. And all because of breathing excellency. How do we breathe excellency if we're just fucking axing 10 of our players every single year when we're in there? You see what I'm saying? Like, we can't salute Twan. That I've said, one cut has repercussion of multiple shit down the road. Then you're sitting here saying like, fuck, if you dismantle a team every year, who you getting? How you gonna get players if all? And here's another thing. Here's another thing. Excellency, right? You literally said a statement of breathe excellency, right? You said those exact words just now.
For sure.
2003 till now, we've hired some of the best players in the NFL. Some of the best. To be honest, none of them's done breathe excellency. And since 2003 till now, it's not happened. That term was in the fucking 70s, 80s, dude, maybe even into the 90s, probably even more in the 60s. Like, that term has not existed for over fucking 30 years. And, like, the last time it even had a breath of air was when Gruden was here in 2000 or 98 when we brought him here, and the second time was when he was brought here again. That's the only time, and it never even existed on the defensive side. It's always been offensive side. So when we're talking about these types of moves, those have massive gratification. You have yet to set any type of statement by making those type of moves already. We have had some of the best coaches in the NFL and done this exact thing that you're talking about right now. What moves has it had every year after it? Losing season, fucking dismantled inside the team, can't get people here. That's exactly what it fucking's done. And it not only has it done it for 1 year, guess what? We literally fired coaches every fucking year and had the exact same fucking result. There's no excellent. There's no changing. There's no, oh, we're going to get in their fucking head. It gets in their head and says, this team's faltering. They're fucking putting down on us. They literally got rid of our coach. They expect us to go out and play, and we're not. We're going to be on the chopping block the second the deal gets done because we don't fit their shit no more. That's real life shit. That's real life shit.
So, Dustin, the shit that I want to actually prevent from happening is a situation similar to like Paulie G. When Paulie G was kept on board for, I think, far too long, like he should have been let go way before.
He was there for years longer. It's not a game. If you're waiting till, okay, this is where I'm just mind blown. If you're waiting till week 14, why are you doing it? We only playing 17 games. Why are you waiting until week 14? The season's over. You're done. You already know by week 10 if you're going to the fucking playoffs or you're fighting to even hold on to a breath of air for 0.01%. Like, you already know in week 10 and 12, you're not getting there. And we don't wait to 14 to prove what fucking point? What point? If you're cutting them, then you're done. Your team sucked, and you probably were sucking in week 10 or 8, like I said. Like, the way that makes a move, the way I feel, and only way I feel, is like if Graham is sucking and we're losing games at that point, and you can turn to one of the three dudes I said, because those are the only three qualified dudes that can be DCs. And if you look to one of those three guys, and you can say that this guy can take over Graham and win those games, then you make that choice, because then the odds are he's going to be our DC next year. And that's kind of something that I was saying about in-house, taking a coach, having him just learn the system, not changing the team. That I would not say not that. But when you're axing our whole team, dude, like that doesn't even have concept behind it, dude. It's like literally get rid of the coach in week 14. We've already lost. The team's been losing, probably been losing since week fucking 6, but we're going to fucking make statement in 14 when the game's over in 17. And then we're going to have our team start falling apart. And then we're going to be more debacle of that. They've never done that in the Patriots ever. I could not see that. They would wait till the end of the game, dude, say, hey, sorry, fucking Graham, we're going to move on and go our way. Like, I'll bet $1,000 right now that's how it would go down, because I think you're going to hurt your team, dude. Like, you already have the issue with Jacobs not getting paid, dude. Like, you're going to start setting the name inside this franchise that you might as well just not have the Raiders as a 32 teams. And that's what it sounds like to me people want. It's exactly what it sounds like, because every kind of conversation is just axing your team, depleting it. There's no continuity in there. There's no structure. You don't just go out and kick a dude into space. You got to bring him in, explain to him why he's failing, and then if you can't concept it, then you fucking boot him out. But you just don't walk out and kick people in the face and then look to your room and ask for continuity. The team is going to say, bro, I fuck with Graham, bro. Like, I fuck with Graham. And there might be 10 dudes in there that fuck with Graham.
No, I agree with that, actually. Right. No, I agree with that, actually, wholeheartedly. So, as you know, I'm not the biggest Josh McDaniels supporter, but I also don't believe in axing coaches, because we've been axing coaches for the better part of 2 decades. What I'm saying is, if we have a certain coach on our coaching staff who isn't producing, because at the end of the day, this thing called football,
I would just say, like, to that argument,
and it's a production-based
I would just say to that argument, you should make that choice before. Like, you shouldn't have that choice figured out by week 5 or 6. If you're going to make that choice, you should already know by week 5 or 6, because there's a certain production that they're not meeting. You can't go 3 quarters to 7/8 of the season and then determine the outcome. Like, I don't think that's good. I don't think it's good. I don't think where we're at as a team. I think if you're going to do what you're saying, I think what has more standing ground, because then you're getting to look to Jason or fucking Chris or Rob Ryan, from week 6 or 8, you're getting 8 weeks of watching a guy play the game. You know what I mean? Like,
show. All right.
Whatever, dude. Do your thing. Fucking end the thing. Get off it. Do whatever.
Do it. Play the outro, dude. All right. Salute everyone.
Salute everybody. I thank you all for showing up to the channel. We'll go next Thursday.
What do you have to do, Cortez? What do you have to do? Tell the chat what you have to do.
He doesn't have to. He just wants to limit talking, is what, because he don't want to talk or be in it, so he limits how other people talk. Like I say, at the end of the day, if they do or not, I would just say to end this topic, in my personal opinion, and I'm not 100% right. I've never claimed that I am. All I say is logic. if you're going to make a move like that, it'd make more sense to do it in week 8. So the next guy that's coming in, you got 8 weeks of seeing his production to say, hey, we will keep him as the head or the defensive coordinator. He knows.
Right.
Like, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
That has more sense within what we're doing if we're going to dismantle our statement.
Before you close,
Hey,
Cortez, because Cortez is acting like a little dictator. Wait
No.
up, let me respond. Let me
No,
respond.
Hey, you got the
no,
keys. You can shut it down now. You can shut it down. You got the keys.
Fucking Cortez, wait up. No, so like I actually just wanted to say, I hope this discussion actually doesn't happen because I want Graham to succeed. I just want to put that on record.
Hey, it's good debate. I love the conversation.
I want the dude to succeed. Like I want the dude to do well, and I hope we don't reach, a point right at the bye week where we're like, fuck, this defense is still trash. It's still, 27,
That's why
28,
you don't think
30. I hope
negative.
not.
You gotta think positive.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I want to be positive.
Yeah, but I like how he thinks because I like how people have that deal because if we just sat here and kept having the same conversation over and over, right? When you have these type of deals, you can sit and say, like, he's got a point. I'm going to debate my point. Like, that's how it works. That's how the game's played, dude, because look, there ain't no dictatorship, and any dude been running a dictatorship ain't been winning shit. So to come in and talk football or talk common sense in football, you have to have both sides of the fucking field. You have to have both views. He has a view where he thinks that if we fire him in 14, it's going to be successful. I think if we fire him in 14, it'll be a fucking dumpster fire. I think if we go sooner, you get better production. So the conversation isn't bad conversation. It's got very logical points of 5 different aspects. We can't just come here and say every conversation we're going to talk about is Devontae Adams getting 1,500 yards, Jacobs dying, turn the show off. No talk. Don't talk about your depth in your players. Don't talk about continuity. Don't talk about if these players play this or play that. Just talk about Josh sucking dick, Derek Carr going to the Saints, fucking nobody doing nothing. Turn the show off, dude, because that's all anybody apparently wants is a dictatorship of fucking same personal preferences view. It's not how it works. That's not real life. Not real life. That's not the way that these dudes are sitting in the office talking about shit.
You guys could go for 13 minutes.
Just like Cortez wants to be a dictator right now, just like that.
No.
I'm gonna be like, Cortez, the next time you're on our show, 12 minutes timeout, fucking for an hour.
No, I'm gonna call him Cortez.
Hey, I'll be there tomorrow.
Cortez,
I know you'll be there tomorrow.
I'm gonna call him Cortez Hussein, dude.
Hey, fucking Cortez Hussein. No, but that's all I say. Like when we talk about our teams, I think having every possible conversation is what you need to have, because when you have logic conversations, we don't end up with dumb motherfuckers over here saying, oh, they're going to fucking off them in week 1 when we're just coming out of the fucking preseason. That's why you have to have that, because when you have those type of talks, the other people hear it, they understand it, they know that, hey, this is bullshit conversation. I'm not even going to intrigue it. And that's the problem with our nation right now. There are dudes out here on YouTube that are going to go out and put shit, just like I said, it's either DeMonte, a Carr, or fucking Jacobs fucking conversation. They'll probably still talk about Waller because it's views and clicks. They're not being real to our team. Are we here to talk about motherfuckers that ain't here and ain't doing shit for our team? Or are we here to talk about the team that we have right now trying to be better? I'm a Raider fan, bro. Day in, day out. Year in, year out. The teams change, the players change, and I'm still the same fucking fan. Was here when Jamarcus was here, and I'm here when Derek was gone. Been the same fucking fan. Never even gonna change. Like, that's all I say is that no matter what teams come, I've always had these conversations, dude, and been right on a lot of them, dude. The problem about it is like, if the nation don't start putting that shit on their channels, do you think Ziegler's just going to keep tuning in to dipshits talking about the same 4 fucking dudes and how they're going to get a fucking contract that he already said he wasn't giving them? No, they're not going to listen to nobody. They won't listen to your draft picks. They won't listen to your ideas because they think your ideas are bullshit because all they say is the same 4 things over and over and over. Don't talk about depth. Don't talk about where the kids come from, how their ceilings are, what colleges, what teams. Hey, fucking Nestor being here with Pierce, man, that could just be an evil fucking duo. Like, you're talking about things that bring chemistry, that bring action to your team, dude. It's not about hiring and firing every dude. It's continuity, having fucking people with certain types of game deals. That's why you'll take a team where they break up the whole deal, bring back, and they get the coaching staff in there, and then they have one of the best years in 1 year. But then after that, their team just falls out because everything was there for them that year. But after they got it, they were like, that was good enough. Let's go. Same in the Rams. Same in the fucking Rams.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Oh, I'm gonna leave. Shut that up. I'm not gonna listen to my fucking tell. Fucking
Yeah,
count
I'll
down
actually
fucking
bounce. I'll actually bounce too if he's gonna act like a little dictator. I actually gotta go.
Oh, fucking start giving me, put up a stopwatch up on that motherfucker. Start fucking put a goddamn nuke sign on that
I
motherfucker.
just had a phone call and I told my aunt the show's almost over. Then I could call her
Looking
back.
Cortez is getting a statue made just like Saddam, dude. Like for real. He's getting a statue made out there in Oroville.
Nah, but I mean, hey, we got plenty. We're gonna be in camp here pretty quick, so we'll have plenty of conversations to talk about.
There's gonna be a lot of shit, dude. There's gonna be a lot of good news coming out.
I said, like, if you look at Nestor, dude, and you look at Pierce, and then that chemistry that's come in from a 7th round pick, dude, and already getting the eyes of everybody, dude, like, that's the kind of shit I look at. Is that type of continuity, that type of structure, bringing a dude here to play at his best. Hey, what if he outshines your your 3rd round pick, Byron? You know what I mean? Like, that's a possibility with that type of chemistry. And that's all I'm saying is it's not always about the best names on the team. It's about the best people that work together on the team. And people just negligate that like it doesn't even exist.
I mean, that's what I love about football. Like, I watch a variety of sports, but football's the ultimate team sport. That's the beauty of it. Like, you know, for the longest, right? Like, the Patriots never had any big name players. Like, half the time I didn't know most of those guys, but they still won. And I think that's ultimately what it comes down to: players playing good together and executing the game plan, being on the same page, and hopefully Josh does that this year.
You know, John, I agree with you, bro. I do the same thing all the time. If I just go listen to a guy that just fits on our team with no constructive criticism that's going to help build our team or help fix ideas that they're shitting on, I won't even fucking watch them, dude. Like, literally won't support them, won't watch them.
Hey, Dustin, I know one person that's like that. I'm not going to say, though.
But that's all I say is like things like that. Things like that is exactly the way I feel, too, because I understand that we lose. I'm not sitting here saying that. But I'm also sitting here throwing out ideas every single time that we go live, 3, 4, 5 times a week. Doesn't matter. I'm always talking about how we can get better, where we can get better, how these players are producing, where they can produce to be better. You never hear me sit here and say, oh, the team's just going to be dog shit, not going to win. Nobody here is going to do nothing. Like, I've never said those words in my entire life. I'll say a person, individual, I'll shoot that dude down like no one's business. But to just sit here and tell our team, like, that's crazy.
Dustin, I'll tell you this, and this is straight facts, dude. I put this on everything I love. I was a long-time season ticket holder in Oakland. Never once did I boo my team. Like, never once did I boo my team in the stadium, dude. Like, even though
I didn't even boo him when Kerry Collins was throwing interceptions 20 yards over Randy Moss. I didn't boo him then, and I ain't gonna boo him now. Didn't boo him with Russell. Facts. I might hate him, might be pissed off for about 24 hours, but I'll be right back talking about him again the next day.
I never left the game early either, by the way. Even if we were getting our ass kicked.
Fuck no, dude. I'm the same as you, man. Oh, so look, I only did leave one time because I took that fucking BART there, dude, from Stockton, outside of there. And
you took the train, yeah.
Yeah, but those fuckers leave in the fucking start of the 4th quarter, bro. Like, you gotta go meet that shit, or else you're gonna be stuck there, dude. Like, you have to leave.
Oh,
like, you don't have a fucking choice,
the fucking
dude.
Amtrak, or what was it? The Amtrak, wasn't it?
Yeah, the fucking train, dude, that fucking gives you the drinks and the food and shit on there, dude. They fucking did that shit from up there. And then fucking, we used to ride that shit back when I was younger all the time. And then fucking, but that was the only thing, like, I only rode it a few times because of us having to leave like that. I was like, fuck that, I'll drive, dude. I don't give a fuck. I'll stay till everybody's walking off the field because it's only an experience you're going to be at so many times in your life before we die. So I've always said, like, I try to stay as long as I can. Here in Vegas, I do tend to leave right out at the end just because we got to get on a plane and get the hell out of there. There's only a difference. I'm not driving out in a car, so.
And not just that, but like crazy things happen in sports. Crazy things happen in football. Like your team could be down significantly in the 4th quarter. Like you never know what could happen.
Hey, what's his name? Fucking the dude I like a lot, actually. That was one of my favorite quarterbacks in that time span. Oh god damn it! It was Bruce.
Gronkowski?
Bruce
Gronkowski?
Gronkowski. Yeah, I like that
Oh,
dude a lot.
yeah.
Man, remember that Steelers game? That
Yeah.
Steelers game was one of the best fourth quarter comebacks ever, dude, and that was right at the end of the fucking game. So, and that what was that in kickoffs too, right? What didn't that happen in the kickoffs like that? Like I think that was a crazy ass fucking game like that.
Oh
dude.
yeah, he
So,
came back. I was.
I
young.
liked him a lot. I liked
shit
him a lot,
happened.
dude. I won't even lie. I liked him.
Oh
a lot,
yeah,
dude.
when he had payback against his team. That was his former team. So 4 minutes.
It's like 4 minutes and 3 touchdowns or 2 touchdowns. Like he fucking smoked it, bro. He smoked it. He had one of the craziest comebacks ever in the NFL.
I thought Cortez was saying he's only giving us 4 minutes.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
timer. Just give me the timer.
Yeah, he's timing us, dude. He's timing
Kick
us.
it, close it out. You got the keys. Just fuck it.
Nah.
Just suicide assault. Just suicide assault. Fucking pull the pin. Fucking pull it. Fucking
Pull the plug, bro.
He's a little dictator, dude.
Cortez is the only one. No, I'm just fucking with you guys.
What's
You guys
wild,
could
what's
finish
wild,
out.
dude, is what's wild, dude, is like Cortez is hitting all 3 of us up like constantly throughout the day, wanting to talk.
Yeah.
now
come
he
on
wants
the
to shut
show,
it
man.
down.
Let's do the deal. Let's talk, bro. Then we get here. He's like
I don't do
37
this
minutes
one.
and 14 seconds. Everybody,
Hey.
we're down to 12 minutes and 37 seconds. Make it count.
Like
Make
he's just
it
a timer
count
on the
every
show, dude.
second.
He's just
Hey,
a
we're down
timer.
to 3 minutes. You guys spit it out, bro. We got 3 minutes. Like,
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
say your-
Dustin.
Say your
Hey,
last
Dustin,
word.
I gotta talk to you behind the scenes because
Oh, that's why he wants
Hold
to shut
on.
it down. He wants to
hold
talk to
on.
you.
Let me get the
That's why he
whip,
wants to shut
dude.
it
Where's
down.
my whip,
he
dude?
keeps calling me
It's back
fucking
here
at
somewhere.
this number. I'm
Where is
just,
it? I gotta get the whip for all of you. I was gonna give us all a whipping before we go.
Oh, you only got 3 minutes.
God damn
We're
it.
probably like at 2 minutes, 42 seconds.
Dark. Hey, Al's gonna take over.
You
I
should give
gotta
us a
figure
2-minute
out-
warning, dude.
Al
I'm
can't
gonna
even
Give Dark the
fucking
keys, dude.
highlight.
I don't know how. I actually don't know how to work this shit, dude. I don't
Yeah,
think
I'll tell you how.
I
You
don't
see in the
think-
bottom. You see in the bottom fucking corner of that motherfucker where it says "end." You just
End?
hit that bitch. It's over.
Yep.
That's all it is. You say, "All right, good night. Have a good night," and
Fuck off.
peace.
I actually don't see that, dude, on my profile. I'm not joking.
It's
if
not
you don't-
on
I don't think you gave me
profile.
those keys, dude. I don't think you gave me those keys, dude.
It'd be on your screen. It'd be on your screen in the bottom right corner.
What's up, Tubby?
It'd be on your screen. If you had access the server without entering, you have the access to turn it off.
On the bottom
All
where
right.
it says "My Camera, Guest, and More," you all the way towards the end, it's in red and it says "N."
All right,
But you
wait
gotta
up.
go
Let me.
to comment.
I think I have to log.
You gotta go to
log out and
comment.
log. Wait up. It might bump me out.
Peace.
He fell
Hey,
for it.
peace. Hey, my bump you, you're right, motherfucking shit. Shipped you, bro. Don't even trip.
Oh shit!
Where are you going? Are you gonna go fucking talk on the phone? That's where you're going.
Nah,
I know
I'm
that's
trying
where
to
you're
figure out who the fuck this
Nah.
is calling me. There's a random
going.
fucking
Who
phone.
cares?